All right. Feeney Talks with Friends, episode 67. This is a great one. Top of the morning. Cheers.
Fuquich, yeah.
Salancha. I'm very excited to talk with Colleen Conway. This is episode 67. Quick review, episode 66. Dejan Milner, great podcast. He's from the Urban League of Greater Hartford. He's running a scholarship program. Please check it out if you haven't done so already. Wonderful podcast, wonderful person, doing great things in the community. And we're here. 67, how's it feel?
It feels good. Yeah. 3 years before I was born. 67's a good year.
There you go. We had such a good conversation. I was like, we got to hold off because we're talking so much. You had so much good content. I'm really excited. My favorite holiday is coming up. And we're going to talk about Ogham today. Ogham. But not spelled that way.
No.
How's it spelled?
Ogham.
All right. Yep. Yeah. So my name is Eric Feeney, founder and president of Friends of Feeney. Our mission is to help children and families that have heartbreak or tragedy. I use this podcast, Feeney Talks with Friends, and I talk to wonderful people in the community that are doing great things. And today, like we said, our guest is Colleen Conway from OghamArts.com.
OghamArt.com.
Nice. And how long have you been doing that?
We turned 12 in October, so a little over 12 years, yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
What inspired you to get into it?
I was always interested in Irish culture. I was raised in a house with a dad who was half Irish and half Italian, so there was lots of food and lots of Irish music and what went along with that. And when I met my husband, when we started dating, he also was raised in a household that celebrated their Irish heritage. He has Irish heritage on both sides of his family. And so we started doing Irish stuff together. We would go to Irish clubs, we'd go to Irish concerts, we would talk about Irish music together, and it was just something that we really bonded over. And we always enjoyed the more cultural, literary aspects of Irish history. So we weren't into leprechauns and hoity, the music. We weren't into that much, but we were always, interested in things that just made you think a little bit more. And we had collected some Ogham pieces over the years from some artists in Ireland. At that time, only people in Ireland were really doing it. And this is before Etsy. This is before people were having their own websites, before Shopify and WooCommerce and all of that. So things were very different when we started collecting these pieces. And my husband started dabbling in watercolors of Ogham, just as a hobby, to give as gifts to people. And his dad passed away when our son was 3 months old, and he was bringing his dad's ashes to Ireland to bury them in the family land, and he decided to paint the family's name in Ogham and bring that as a thank you to them. They made a garden for him and everything. And they said, what's a Yank know about Ogham? And so Chris comes home and he says, we might be onto something here. I think we should try to do something with this. I'd gone back to work, and I was miserable. And I thought, I had my child to go back to work. I was miserable. So we said, well, maybe we try to come up with doing something with this alphabet that would allow me to stay home and explore this really neat part of Irish ancestry that a lot of people didn't know anything about. And so we spent about 10 months researching everything, researching the alphabet, the history of it, figuring out what we wanted to create, finding partners to help us create it, and left my career. And 4 months later, we launched our website, and 12 and a half years later, here we are. And it's been great. We wound up just bringing Ogham to more people than previously had known about it. And we definitely played a big role in it becoming popular, especially in Irish American circles here in the States, which is where we pretty much are known.
Yeah, you got, there's Ogham tattoos, Ogham beautiful paintings, art, jewelry, home decor. You have so many things that are written with Ogham, and I think it's wonderful. And I remember seeing, I went to the motherland with my wife before we were married, and I remember seeing it on stones.
Well, that's the only place that still exists is on stones. So the Ogham stones, there's about 400 of them still left. But these markings were put on these stones like around between the 2nd and 6th century. And it was the first written form of Primitive Irish. Primitive Irish is the oldest of any Gaelic language. It was the version of Irish that was being spoken at that time. Up until that point, the Irish were just a spoken people. So anything written down, before that was written down by their enemies, by somebody else. They weren't writing anything down, which is also why the power of oral tradition is in Irish roots as well, because they didn't write anything down. Everything was passed down through oral tradition. So these stones were the first time they actually felt the need to write something, and the stones have all been deciphered to have proper names. So they were property markers, memorials, things like that. And the majority of the stones are in the southwest of Ireland, but there's also stones in Wales, in Scotland, Isle of Man, parts of England, and if the Ogham was carved into trees, they're all long gone, but the stones still stand, and there's still several hundred of them.
I felt it was like a town line, maybe, or a directions. I took it as town line or directions, or like property owned by.
Yeah, so
right?
all of them had someone's name on them, and it would be son of, or their tribal affiliation. So it would be like, Eric, Hound of the Wolves, or something like that. And that's what would be written in these stones.
And you read from bottom up?
Bottom to top, yeah. So it's a vertical alphabet. So, and whether that's because the stones were tall and that's how they felt to do it, but Ogham is written vertically.
But if it goes
and then from
left
bottom
to right,
top.
Does it ever go left to right, or?
There are some stones that actually had markings that had to wrap around the stone, and in that case, it did go left to right. But in the rare occasion it was horizontal, it's been deciphered to be left to right. But in most cases, it was just straight up, just the tall stones.
That's so cool.
Most of the stones anywhere between 4 and 6 feet tall are the average stones.
And so you've been doing it for 12 years. Obviously, it's your passion. You love it.
I lecture about it too.
Oh, you lecture about it?
I do, yeah. So it's definitely more than just creating stuff to sell. The love of the alphabet and the love of this hidden corner of Irish history that I've met people from Ireland that have never heard of Ogham. So it's really exciting.
I took Irish
to be able
history at Southern with Dr. Ryan, and we talked about it a little bit. We didn't, but
and
interesting.
there's some schools in Ireland, depending on where you are, so like the schools that would be more like where the Gaeltachts would be. So the parts of Ireland where they actually speak Irish or they teach Irish, they'll sometimes talk about Ogham in schools as well.
How many times have you been to Ireland?
Once.
Ooh. When are you going back?
Well, here's the funny thing. I went with Chris for the first time when right after we got married, and we started this business so I could stay home with our new child, and I haven't traveled out of the country since he was born 14 years ago. So I will go back probably when we can bring our son.
Yeah.
When it's time for that. I miss it a lot, but
what's a good age to bring children, you think? What are you waiting for? I only ask because my girls are 14, and we're debating it too.
I would say probably teenage would be the earliest I would do it. There's a lot to experience. There's a lot of history, but it's very different from here. It could possibly be boring for someone younger than that.
True.
Because there's so much history. I mean, do you want to? Does a 10-year-old necessarily want to go looking at castles? Maybe.
Churches
I don't
and
know.
castles.
But when you're older, when you're a teenager, I think that's, and and some of the history can be.
And pubs.
Yeah, well, yeah, they got to be a little bit older for that. But some of the history can also be pretty harsh. So when you're looking at anything related to the Great Hunger or anything related to the Easter Rising and the executions, the Kilmainham jail, like some of it could be pretty serious stuff. So maybe older for that reason too. And the bog people. You see the bog people in the museum? Did you see that when you went?
No. Wait.
The people that were preserved inside the peat?
The peat. I was going to say
Yeah,
peat.
and the peat. And they have parts of them in a case in a museum, and you could see like the hairs on their fingernails and everything. So preserved. It's really creepy. So you got to be a little bit older to look at that too.
That's cool. No, I went and I loved it. I have my grandfather's birth certificate, death certificate, and marriage certificate. So hopefully I've had it for like almost a year and a half. I want to apply for my Irish citizenship.
There you go. Yeah.
Do you have that?
I don't know. I am third generation.
Okay.
So my grandparents were born here, but my great grandparents on my dad's paternal side were born there. So I'm a little too far back. My mother's parents are from Quebec, so I could probably get Canadian citizenship before I can get Irish.
Nice. And then being true teacher fashion, you have some show and tell. Would you like to share some show and tell?
Sure.
I see some wonderful.
Yeah. So.
Or want to talk about the letters first?
Yeah, we could do that. So the stones, I actually didn't bring a picture of an Ogham stone, which shame on me. So somebody,
I feel like
pause this and Google Ogham stone and see what it looks like.
Ogham stone. We can hold it up to the camera right here.
That's it, right? But the markings on the stones were just straight lines. So the lines were anywhere from 1 to 5 strike marks, and they either go all the way to the left, all the way to the right, all the way through, or diagonal all the way through. And this straight line that you see here for the purpose of this chart would have been the edge of a stone. So picture the edge of a stone like this, or picture on my necklace. See how the markings are on either side of the peak? So this necklace is designed to look like an Ogham stone. So the markings are on either side of this peak. So here, the peak is just represented by this straight line. And there were...
So this line would be the corner or the edge of the...
the edge of the stone.
Sometimes a letter... So when you say that's N,
Yep.
is it...
It's going to be 5 strike marks to the right.
Gotcha.
So if you look up, this is Conway. So, but yeah, so it's the 5 strike marks to the left there. Yep.
And then,
so
and this little space, this distance is like the
this.
space
Well,
between
this
the line, or
this for the sake of picture this like in your classroom with your ABCs running across the top of a chalkboard. That's all this is a version of that. When you're looking at it, actually. Carved out, or in my case, painted out for what I do. The amount of space.
Hold it up right here.
The amount of space in between the lines is
So,
different from the amount of space between the letters.
C.
Yep. So the 4 strike marks to the left are the C.
N's,
Yep.
E's, 2 L's. Okay, and a
Yep.
Y.
And then the
Y's on
Y,
both
and the Y
sides.
would be a letter I, because there is no Y in Irish. There's no Y in Ogham. So the original Ogham alphabet had 20 characters. And the modern Irish alphabet only has 18 characters. So unless I'm actually painting an Irish name or an Irish word, I sometimes have to make substitutions because the alphabet was used to write Irish.
And who agreed on Y being that?
So I do an I in its
you just
place.
do an I.
So
Okay.
I do substitutions based on either sound or Latin influence.
Yep.
So I'll do, because old French and old Latin, the lot of mixing of, so like I'll use the I for a J as well. They don't use J in Irish. So,
Gotcha.
But you'll find another modern Oghamist, that's what we're called, modern Oghamists. There's a modern Oghamist in Ireland that for the J, he uses an S because John is Sean, James is Seamus. Okay, so that's where, so as long as there's some logic behind the substitution. But, and I'll tell people, I'm not doing an archaeological dig here. I'm using an old alphabet to create some art and jewelry.
Yeah.
We're not going to, go to jail because we picked the wrong substitution for the letter. So this is
the Ogham rock.
That's an Ogham stone, yeah.
Stone.
Yeah. And so, yeah, you can see the markings on the sides there. Yeah. And I do this one here. I do this pendant here, which is really cool. This is it actually says Baha, which is the Irish word for life.
Nice.
And so I do it like a circle of life. This is actually based on a stone they found in Scotland, in Orkney, and it was a spindle whorl, so it's about this big. It would be at the base of a spool of wool, and it said in Ogham, "Blessing on the soul of L." Don't know who L is, and obviously somebody important to the seamstress or so that was working with the stone. But we love the design of it, this looking like this circle with a hole in the middle. So we thought, well, what can we put on here that would make sense? So we did life for the circle of life.
Oh, yep.
So it's my
love it.
circle of life pendant. So I do some jewelry with that, and I do Christmas ornaments too.
Oh, nice.
I do bumper stickers. I do.
Happy Christmas by the Pogues.
Yeah, so Nola Cona is Happy Christmas in Irish, and so the actual Ogham says Nola Cona.
I want to try that.
You can try and make sure I get it right. I've been selling them for 12 years. I hope they're right.
Let's see. Yep. You got your C right.
Yeah.
I love it.
And then I have that flask.
And right here. Your website is great. Who designs the website?
The website for probably, I say 6 or 7 years now, is a Shopify site, and I do all of it. I pick their so that's actually sláinte, which is the Irish word for health, used as a traditional toast. So say sláinte, you just basically say the word health.
Yep. Here's to good health.
Yeah, to good health. But
No, I love your About Us page. I love your
Yeah,
fun facts. I learned
Yeah.
the
It's
New York parade is 6 hours long.
yeah. So I pick the
Shortest parade is in
yeah,
Arkansas.
that page there is something I did at the beginning of COVID. I wanted to do something to celebrate March. You know, March has been Irish American Heritage Month for, almost 20 years now, but designated here in the United States as an official celebratory month. And I thought, wouldn't it be cool if I put together something, 31 days of celebrating, and I came up with influential Irish Americans. And so I came up with athletes,
Yeah,
actors,
I love it.
writers,
I love it.
came up with everything, and put together these little snapshots of who the person is, why we know them, and when I shared them on social media, so the website doesn't have all the goodies, but when I first launched them and I shared them on social media, I wrote where their family came from, their parents, their grandparents, whatever it might be, and I thought it was cool. And I had a few of the people when I put them out on social media. I had some of the celebrities actually like it.
Nice.
Comment back. I actually had Team Coco. So Conan O'Brien was one of the ones I featured, and Team Coco liked it.
Nice.
On Instagram. That was
Conan
really
O'Brien.
exciting.
Yeah.
That was really exciting. So it was just, so that's what you were looking at on that page of the website.
Yeah, you could probably get rid of Tom Brady.
I,
Tom Brady, boo you, Tom Brady, boo.
athletes are a little bit harder to find. Those are a little bit
That's
harder
easy.
to find, yeah.
I'm a Giants fan. So.
Oh, yeah. I'm not a football fan at all, so I could, just because he was Irish. It's the only reason why he made it on there.
No, I love the website. Fun facts. So it shows that you're passionate. You're not just trying to sell. You're teaching, and trying to share this message and your passion.
Well, I love sharing the culture. Especially as I'm third
Multiple
generation.
tattoos on there too.
Third generation Irish American. I've been here for a while. My family's been here for a while, but there's just something about the roots. I mean, we were talking before. 32 million Americans claim some sort of Irish ancestry. 15% of Connecticut claims some sort of Irish ancestry. And that's because we're in the Northeast. So when mass exoduses were happening from Ireland, they stopped New York, Boston, they stopped in these areas. But we celebrate it in a way that's very different from so many cultures. And I've met Irish people that said, you guys are more into your Irish heritage than we are. Wow. And we live there, So I think I always loved celebrating that part of it because it's so important. And every part of it, the dance, the music, the literature, every part of it, the food even. But, and that combined with actually teaching about, I lecture about the Ogham Alphabet, but in that lecture I talk about the Celtic languages. I talk about the evolution of the Celts, where they went from east to west, and sorry about that. And, so I'm really into that. It's much more than just selling something, much more. It's, I love every part of it, very passionate about it.
And how much would be something like this? How much would that go for?
I do the 8x10 customs. I do are $60.
Nice.
And then I do I do a baby gift one too.
Oh, that's cute.
Which this is
Hold
a
that
really
one up.
popular one.
Wait, was he really born on St. Patty's Day?
No, I make that stuff.
Like luckiest kid ever.
Yeah, luckiest kid ever, right?
My Uncle Joel was born on St. Patrick's Day.
And
that's super cute.
And I do this like wedding gifts as well. That type of.
So that's probably like 120.
This one's actually only 80.
Oh wow.
That one's only 80. And then I also do a larger presentation for longer names. So if your name's Fitzgerald or Fitzpatrick or some of the longer ones, you're going to get an 11 by 14, which is 70.
Gotcha.
I mean, those are my prices right now. And I've been able to actually keep my prices the same during the past few years.
No, I love it.
Which I'm happy to be able to do.
So West Hartford Lock is a sponsor. West Hartford Lock, thank you to our sponsor. Let me thank all the sponsors, actually. Thank you for having us and hosting us. Cody at Weehaw Roasting and Brewing. Thank you, Dave and Kyle from Direct Line Media. None of this would be possible without them. Thank you for West Hartford Lock, the Golf Law Insurance, Law Group, oh boy, Keating Agency Insurance. Golf does law, Keatings do insurance. You know them?
Yes.
Irish?
Keating, yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Who else?
And Maura?
Maura.
Maura?
Hello.
I mean, come on.
Great Irish name. Ryan was a guest on
Ryan
episode
and Ryan.
23.
Maura and Ryan are extremely
Michael.
Irish first names as well.
The Fix IV, Erin Fox. I think she may be Irish. We're going down a list who's Irish and who's not. But anyway, maybe I missed one. Donny Crazy, The Fix IV. Come on, help me out, Kyle. Got him?
Yeah.
But yeah, we're here on 141 Shield Street. Cheers to
Salancha? Yeah.
Salancha. Cheers. With that being said, West Hartford Lock. 3 keys that make you a great Ogham artist. 3 keys that makes you do your job well.
Just as the business owner, or is it actually
Yeah, you could
painting
on
the
art,
Ogham?
on the art.
On the art? I think my dedication to the big picture,
Yep.
that it's not just about making something in a frame and selling it. It's about the commitment to preserving the alphabet, my commitment to celebrating it and bringing it to people who've never heard of it before.
Yeah.
I think that's definitely a really important key.
And that's like authentic and real, and you're in it for the right reason.
Yep.
And I think it shows.
Thank you.
I love it.
Another key would be probably my customer service. I was a retail manager for almost 20 years, and so I've always been into always giving the best service and product where happy customers just came naturally, very organic, and I've been gifted to be able to do that. So I think my customer service, thousands of 5-star reviews. People are very happy, and I get a lot of repeat customers. And I've grown up with families too, so I've done a wedding gift for someone, and now I'm doing all their baby gifts.
Oh.
And so growing up with families is really nice.
So you have the rapport and the.
Yeah, I think, and the third key, 3 keys. Let's see, what could be a third one? I guess stump me on this one.
Committed to the.
You know what? I think that I'm
making connections.
I'm willing to do. I'm willing to do whatever is necessary as an entrepreneur to succeed. If it means I have to get in a car and drive 200 miles and stay in a hotel for the weekend to do one of the biggest festivals in the Northeast, I'll do it. If it means, going down to New York City for a 2-hour meeting that takes me 10 hours to get there back and forth because I want to make those connections, I do it.
Nice.
So I know, I never, I don't say never, but I'm not one to say, that'd be too hard. That'd be too much work. So maybe I combine my work ethic. I was raised with an incredible work ethic. And
Say
I think
yes
that,
attitude.
That's it. Yeah. And just, okay, that's what I need to, okay, yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Versus, I don't think, I'm not wishy-washy like that. I'll give it a try. And if it doesn't work, I don't do it again. That's all. I learn. Just don't do it again. Yeah.
I love it. I was excited about this podcast. Where's your family from in Ireland? I know Chris is from Donegal.
Donegal, yep. My great-grandmother was from County Kerry in the Southwest.
Been there.
And my great-grandfather was from Westmeath, which is just like slightly northwest of Dublin.
Gotcha.
And we still had some family in Ireland up into the late 90s that my father had a little bit of contact with, but nothing of note. And my great-grandfather apparently was not a nice person. So I was told that it was a very large celebration when he died.
Wow.
So the Westmeath part is of no interest to me in that sense, but I've been on Ancestry.com for a while, and I've been able to go back relatively far on my great-grandmother's side. And it's just, fascinating to see that. But
so
Ben and
cool.
Waterbury, I mean, my great-grandparents came to Waterbury, because the factories.
What'd she say?
Came to Waterbury.
Waterbury!
The magic
Every
word.
episode, I love it.
Yeah.
I know that's even more excited. Ireland, Waterbury connection.
We found out we grew up a mile apart from
Yes.
each other. I know, it's so weird.
Fanning Drive, Myrna Ave, can't beat it.
I know.
I went to my family. I'm born and raised in Waterbury, but my family was from Waterford.
Oh, okay.
Some of them worked at the Crystal Place. And when I went there with my wife, I'm like, I'm going to see Feeney everywhere. Feeney's like the most Irish name. Feeney this, Feeney that. Took 5 days.
To find a Feeney.
Finally, if people are sleeping, I'm like, there's Feeney's Butcher. Stop the van.
Oh.
I'm like, I'm going to go in there and get high fives, handshakes, hugs. I'm like, I go in. I'm like, I'm a Feeney. The guy's like, you gonna buy something or what?
That's so funny.
And I was like, you got T-shirts, something? I left with a business card that said like Feeney's Butchers. But I have a nice cool picture in the doorway. Oh, I should have brought it.
And a pound of lamb. You walked out with a pound of lamb.
I was like, I'll eat it.
So both of your grandparents came from
Just
Waterford?
one.
Okay.
Just one. Yep. Just one.
And met the spouse here in
So my grandfather, Patrick Feeney, met Carmela Brown. She's Italian.
Carmela, yeah.
Yep. So,
And met her here?
yeah, I think they met here. I should look that up. I think they met
So your
here.
dad's half and half.
Yeah.
Just like my father.
Oh, nice.
It's such a common Waterbury thing,
Right?
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure, half and half. I don't know how my grandparents did it. I have no idea. Knowing what I know now as an adult of what it was like to be, and my grandmother was one of 9 or 10 kids. Only the last 2 were born in America. The rest were born in Italy. And then my grandfather, who was, raised by immigrants, and one of them not very nice. And how the heck did they work that out?
Yeah.
I don't even know.
Yeah.
And my grandmother's sister lived with them pretty much their whole lives.
Yeah.
So my grandfather had to deal with these 2 Italian women in the house, and such different cultures. But I think the bond was the Catholicism. That was the bond, And
Yeah.
my father met, a nice French Canadian Catholic girl from the South End, and that, But I think it was the religious bond. It had to be, because the Irish Italian thing. And I'll meet people that say they're half and half, and I say, "Are you from Connecticut? Are you from Waterbury?" Because
Waterbury.
It's not that that's the only place but it's huge. Just like the Irish German thing is so big in New York.
Yep.
Half and half Irish German, so huge in New York. But
We're going to get more into Waterbury, but we have a special guest. We had a special guest, but Waterbury, near and dear to my heart. I try to mention it every episode. You said it first. You heard that, right?
I think I did. I said it first, Kyle.
Yes. We've had Vern Riddick, the police chief.
Yeah,
He's from Waterbury. Mm-hmm. I got my hair cut in Waterbury.
Yeah. Yeah.
Matt mentioned Waterbury. So speaking of Matt Whitney's here. Well, he's somewhere. But we did a whiskey fest with Maximum Beverage, and he has a Happy Gilmore check he's going to present with us. So
lovely.
And then I have a fun game. What's your favorite game? Someone told me. I know someone that knows you very well.
Oh.
What do you play every night?
What do I play every night, or what do I like
watch?
I watch Jeopardy every night.
Yeah. You love Jeopardy?
Love Jeopardy.
Hit the music.
Watched it 35 years.
Well, we got a Jeopardy game for you.
Oh,
and Matt is going to be our host. Can you guess the topics?
Oh, something Irish. St. Patrick's Day,
And,
Waterbury.
Yep.
Nice. I love it.
So, Matt,
Hi.
where's a good
How are
spot
you?
for this? Is my buddy Matt Whitney.
Hi, Matt.
Also
Good to meet you,
Irish.
Matt.
Irish.
Yeah.
Want to do the check presentation first and then do
meet you. How are
the host the game here? Oh, yeah. You're going to come. Maybe you want to come around. What camera is he going to be on?
Next to you is fine.
Next to me?
Yeah, sure. I mean,
Come on, man. He's going to ruin my.
other side?
You want him on my side? Yeah, he can. Yeah. He makes me look cuter.
Make you look cuter? Make you look younger?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'll take that. I need that.
I can sit.
You want to
I can
sit?
pull up a
Stand?
chair?
Maybe that.
Here, hold that.
Yeah. Microphone checker 1, 2. What is this? The 5-foot assassin with the rough net business.
Oh my God.
Flow like gravity. Never had a cavity. You know what that is?
By the way,
Oh,
I don't know if you noticed that when I walked in.
he brought whiskey. What kind of whiskey?
Irish whiskey.
I was gonna
Irish
say,
whiskey.
It better be Irish whiskey.
3 types of Irish whiskey.
All right, so, or maybe you want to do the check presentation, or you want to host the game first?
You want to see the check?
Let's see the check.
Did you know you're hosting this game? Did he tell you?
You know, I did. I don't know what that entails, though.
Let's see it.
All right, so check it out.
You could look right here at that one. Oh, yes.
All right, so we lost our regular big check, and so I made this one up about 5 minutes ago. All right, so this is paid to the order of Friends of Feeney, $8,000 and no cents dollars from the Weehaw Whiskey Festival.
Yes.
This is the proceeds.
Nice.
So this is from the 2022 event we had. It was actually late September. Let's be honest, Feeney, you've had this money for a little while.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
all good.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
We're
This
showing it
is
off.
ceremonious at this point, right?
It's not official until I get the Happy Gilmore check. I'm going to throw this in the back of my car just like Happy did.
And
But I've had it
so-
quite some time,
The
yes.
handwriting's not great. This is my problem.
no, I love it. Here, Kyle, gotta get a pic.
Fantastic.
You got your phone? Or take my phone.
Uh-huh.
Take a pic. Take a pic.
Here we go.
Yeah, this means a lot. The
right.
collaboration and partnership. It's a wonderful event.
Second year in a row, you guys
Second.
have benefited, which is great, and we can hopefully make that happen year after year.
Yes, thank you. So,
Here's some here. It was the 9th annual, so let me just give the other sponsors because they helped make it happen there. Got Beam
course.
Centauri on there, Pernod Ricard, Diageo, Hartford Golf Club, Fiji Water, Real Glasses, and the WT Rental Services there. And Maximum Beverage.
wonderful place.
That's my group.
Yeah, we had a golf tournament like a couple weeks before. They had a whiskey tasting on a hole, and we had the sign up. Just wonderful place, Maximum Beverage. There's 3 locations.
West Hartford, Farmington, and Collins.
West Hartford, Farmington, and Colland. Great people. They care about the community. Previous guest, the connection was started when I was his daughter's teacher.
Oh,
So,
very
and
nice.
Here we
yeah.
are.
Yeah, there we are.
That's great. I've actually become rather good friends with a lot of my son's teachers.
Yeah.
Are you a teacher?
I'm not, no.
Okay. Oh,
But
I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. But but once my son left elementary school, I was actually able to socialize with them because it was
That's
inappropriate
pretty
before that.
I
that's
need this.
neat.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
I need like a phone book.
Do you want to try that one? Is that too low or that one's too high?
We're like we're Goldilocks here.
Maybe the higher side. I'll cut out all
Just
the
right.
junk out of here, so we're good.
No, we're good.
All right.
Well, if you're a host, you could be a little bit taller.
Yeah.
You know?
No, I'm all good with that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even though you still don't know what that means. Yeah.
Doo-doo-doo,
Well, I don't know I have the final Jeopardy question.
Yep. Well, and my daughter's made the board.
So there's actually, oh my gosh.
So
I
Colleen
love it.
watches Jeopardy every night.
Every
someone
night.
I know someone that knows
I do,
someone
every night.
and told me that they play Jeopardy every night. Oh, our last guest, actually. There's Dejan Milner, Dick Blumenthal, Chris Clark, former guest, Ja on the board, former guest, episode 20, most liked episode, 37 likes. Ja, probably 10. What episode were you? 20 something? 19?
22?
22. Matt Whitney.
Something like that. I don't know. I made that up.
But this is at Luna Pizza.
Oh, pizza lunch.
Pizza lunch.
My
first
son
time.
went to a couple of the.
Yeah, there was a snow day
Lunches.
on December 23rd. Ja was like, "You got to come down. It's like the 4th Friday of the month. Luna hosts for the Minority Business Committee, and Dick showed up. Big Dick, Richard Blumenthal showed up. So it was wonderful. He stopped in. He was there for about 2.3 seconds. Came in, took the pic. But a wonderful person, and I met Dejan, and we hit it off at the podcast. So these are give that to your special someone that you may or may not know.
That I may or may not know.
I printed them out last time to show Dejan.
Nice.
But my printer jacked up, and if I unplug it and plug it back in, it'll print. So by the time it didn't print for him, but they printed for you.
And Noah, don't forget Noah was there.
And Noah was there. Noah, the West Hartford mascot.
Yes, we can't get enough of Noah in my house. I'm telling you.
Before we start.
Okay.
this,
Oh yeah. Oh, let's.
Right. When's St. Patty's Day? We're like almost a month away though. 3 weeks.
I want to say like 18 days.
All right. Well, the parade is going to be in
The 11th.
In Hartford?
2 weeks.
Yeah. The 11th, yep.
All right. So
Week and a half.
I did bring
Almost 2
whiskeys. I
weeks.
brought 3 Irish whiskeys. Okay. Now I have a theme. And before we get into this, we'll start with the first one. But I have a theme. I have whiskey from the coast. I have whiskey from the mountains and whiskey from the city.
Wow.
That's cool.
All right.
Good for
so
you.
all Irish whiskey. We're going to start with the first one, and then we'll get into the game.
Okay.
But we'll toast it off here. Teeling, located in Dublin. This is their entry level, so to speak. I'm not going to call it entry level because the whiskey's great. Aged in rum casks. Okay, a lot of the value you find in whiskey can be found in Ireland. Not as sought after typically as bourbon, American bourbon, or Scotch. But it really kind of finds a nice value because you can get, whiskey with a little age to it. You don't have to shoot it. You can just a little sip.
Yeah, that's a
little sip.
Yes.
Or-
Sláinte? Do you know?
Sláinte.
They say sláinte? Do you know?
Sláinte, no, but I'll say that.
Sláinte.
Sláinte.
It's an Irish
To good
toast.
health.
Yes. It basically means health. Yep.
So very smooth, delicious. Easy to drink.
I got a tour of the Bushmills factory in Northern Ireland. It's whiskey, and so I learned all about the barrels and everything, and yeah.
All right, well, hopefully
I have a bottle of Jameson with Eric J. Feeney on the label. I thought that was pretty cool. And my father-in-law every time comes over, he's like, "We're gonna drink that bottle yet? When are we gonna break that open?"
you got to do it.
You think, or I just save it forever, or do I drink it? You taught me something great. Remember what you taught me?
Was it about saving things?
Don't let the celebration.
Let the celebration be the bottle.
Don't save the bottle for a celebration.
Right. Yeah, because people do that with wine or champagne. Oh,
Yeah.
we'll save this bottle of champagne until we have a special occasion. I'm like, well, just open it up. Now you got the occasion.
Yeah, special occasion is opening up the bottle.
Yeah.
But Jameson with my name on it.
Yeah,
you know?
that's pretty
Eric
cool.
J. Feeney.
Well, then you drink it.
And you could save it or put
And just save the bottle.
Yeah, save the bottle.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. Next podcast.
All
That's
right.
it. I'll see you next March. We'll break it open.
Yeah, definitely. That was really good.
All right, I'm ready for your Jeopardy.
Teeling?
Teeling, yep. Small craft distillery, actually. There's not a lot of craft distilleries in Ireland. We'll get into that because my Jeopardy question is going to be related to Irish whiskey.
All right. Well,
But
he's
we
giving.
gotta
You can't
start
give the
here.
final thing.
I
We got a
might-
bid on
I
that.
might not know.
Good,
So, well,
good,
yeah.
No,
So I'm a bad Irish girl. I don't like whiskey.
All right, big review.
Oh my God! Look at this.
Final Jeopardy, you give it to me, don't you?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, we got Waterbury.
Oh wait, I'm
She's
taking a
from
picture
Waterbury.
of that. Excuse me.
She's from Waterbury. Waterbury.
Okay.
Oh my
all right.
God,
Dude,
this
she
is the
li-
best,
legit-
Eric.
She grew up probably
Not even a mile.
100 feet.
Yeah.
My bus stop was on her street.
Yeah.
In Waterbury.
Yeah.
I walked down to Fanning. Very dangerous street to walk on with cars.
Very
and
dangerous
big-
to drive,
The
too,
hills
yeah.
like this.
It's one of the steeper hills.
like that.
The whole-
It is.
I mean,
yeah,
you
the
live
city
on
of
a
Seven Hills.
mountain.
Yeah, the hill's pretty bad. And there's a really sharp curve at the bottom.
Yeah, and then everyone
where
slides into
Yeah.
that, and then
There used to be a house there that people would crash right into the living room on a regular basis.
if it was a snow day, even if thought of snow, they're canceling school in Waterbury
In Water-
because
yeah.
of all the hills and the buses
And no sidewalks.
and no sidewalks. But so we right up our alley. We're gonna do Waterbury, True and True,
All right.
Ireland, and Random. I don't know.
Oh,
Again, I had my
gosh.
daughters make. Thank you, Neela and Bridget. They worked for like 2 or 3 hours on
Thanks,
this.
girls. Thank you.
True,
serious.
real not Irish names. Neela's named after my wife's grandfather, Cornelius, and Bridget is named after Saint Bridget, our virtuous patron saint. And Neela also means champion, and so we're very proud of our Irish heritage as well. And thank you, Neela. Thank you, Bridget. They worked really hard, and I love it. Friends of Jeopardy, come on.
Love it.
It's going to be a new podcast feature from here on out.
Oh gosh, I don't
Coming
think
back
they.
next week, right? You're hosting every week, bringing whiskey
My
every
new
week
host,
too.
Hosted by Matt from Maximum Beverage.
Did your daughters need to know that they're going to make this board every week?
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah, Neela, Bridget. If
but
you
they're
happen to
crafters,
watch this,
right? They're crafters.
yeah,
They love
I
it.
love it. All right, friends of. Oh wait, so we can do. Oh, right here, Kyle. There's like the. Actually, we don't need those. Those whiteboards for keeping score, but we'll let you pick first. You're up, Colleen. Maybe Colleen. Ask her where she's from and stuff, and come on, Alex.
Oh, this is not my thing here.
I'm teasing.
I watch a little bit of Jeopardy, but
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm no Alex Trebek.
I'll take Ireland for 100, please.
Ooh,
Ireland for 100.
Oh,
We need to do
Vanna
a little,
White.
Yeah, we need Vanna involved here. We go.
I saw-
Wheel of Fortune. What holiday was invented in Ireland? Wait, so these are. We got a different theme going on here. All right.
There's multiple choice too. I would have
Multiple
known it without
choice,
the multiple
right.
choice.
Halloween, Easter, Christmas, or Valentine's Day?
Halloween is an Irish holiday called Samhain, and so Samhain is the Irish name, and it's
$100.
the time of year where they believe the veil between the dead and the living is the thinnest, and they leave a seat at the table for their dead relatives to come and hang out for the night. It's a
And
very special
They
holiday.
used to carve not pumpkins. What would they carve?
Gourds.
Gourds or turnips, right?
Yep. So any type of gourd or a turnip or.
And Jack O'Lantern is O'Lantern, like O'Feeney. Is
Like
'cause of
Friends
Ireland.
O'Feeney?
Yeah,
Friends
Friends
O'Feeney.
O'Feeney.
All right.
All right. How
All right.
about? Oh, I need a marker and a coat. All right, but we'll remember.
You know what? How about I have
keep
a,
it on your phone?
Yeah, I'll do a calculator on my phone.
here,
I do
here.
like that.
Ready?
We're gonna
What
do
we
old fashioned, or give it through it.
Voucher system.
Yeah, she has.
Oh, there we
Boom.
go.
Boom.
Okay, all right.
There you go. We're working it out. But I got the
But you
whiteboard.
should save these though if you're gonna really make your daughters redo this. So I'm gonna fold the tape
Girls
so
are
they don't
gonna
get
play-
stick
yeah,
to.
they're making this again.
I'm making it nice and safe
Well,
and
it
clean.
depends if I win or not and how well
Oh,
I do.
okay,
And
all
if
right.
I don't get
All right.
embarrassed.
All right, your turn.
I'm going Waterbury 200.
She got the question right. We're not just.
I
not
think
just
do
gonna
you
roll.
alternate or you keep going?
No, just rolling. Gotta
Oh,
go
yeah.
again.
All right, yeah. Enter them all.
Technically, that's
Yes.
the
Take the
Jeopardy
house.
rule.
Friends
Yes.
of Jeopardy.
Yeah, friends. of
I'm gonna
Jeopardy.
do Waterbury for 200.
In Waterbury, did Feeney get a drive-by? A, shot with a BB gun. B, egged. C, firecrackered. D, punched. Or E, all of the above.
I'm gonna tell you that all of the above has happened to me and my family in Waterbury, so I'm gonna say it's E, all of the above.
I told them that story when they were like,
LMAO.
Yep.
It's E, all of the above.
It's got to be a Waterbury thing
Wow.
because
I told them that
Really
story
got you
like
with that one, huh?
5 years ago. Waterbury.
our car got egged when we were driving down by Freight Street once, and with all the kids in the car, and my mom and my father pulled the car over and got out on foot
yeah.
to find these kids, left us all in the car.
Yeah.
So we could go find these kids. Yeah, it was a
I
thing.
had a rock thrown and hit the side of my car.
In Waterbury or just in general?
Just like around this.
Oh,
area.
okay. All right.
Yeah, I
You
was
know,
walking home
little
from
kids.
a football game, shot with a BB gun. Halloween, we were riding bikes. We got egged. My buddy Script got hit in the face. Firecracker waiting at the bus stop. This like punk bully. Oh, maybe he watched this and beat me up again. Mickey Rosa. You probably know him. He lived right up the top of Fanning. He lived above. Remember the little convenience store on top of Fanning? It was like a candy store.
You're talking like Hill Street though?
Not
Up by
Hill Street. There was one on Moran Street. Anyway, he lit firecrackers
Oh, yes,
and
yes,
threw
yes.
them on our heads from above. And then this is the best. I love it. I was walking home from school on Boyden, another hilly, and a car pulls up. A guy grabs my shirt, and like 3 dudes just punch me, and then they drive away.
Drive-by punching.
I got drive-by punched.
Yeah. Oh.
So
Really?
all the above.
Oh, I love Waterbury. Yeah.
Drive-by
Yep.
punched.
All right. Well.
Keep
so
going.
I'm
You're
still
on a roll.
going. Okay. Let's do
I
random.
told him that like.
Let's do random trivia for 300. Let's just kind of go all over the board. Although I'm normally somebody who goes in order, I'm just trying to.
Does GDP stand for?
Oh.
Sorry. Does GDP stand for?
My mic is.
Question mark.
Oh, kind of out of the way.
I actually, even though you kind of quickly, I actually don't know the answer. I don't know the answer.
All right. Ring.
Yep.
So I get a chance. I kind of saw it.
Well,
You're
you.
also a teacher.
Yeah.
Come on.
But, would
But
you-
I said I
did
needed
you-
context.
Did you know it anyway?
Probably not today. I don't know. I need context.
So if you
GPS,
saw it, and that's probably
gross-
why you know it.
Gross domestic product, I probably would have guessed.
Yeah. GDP. All right. Correct.
All right.
But that says GPD.
Ooh.
Oh, I read it. I read it as GDP. And then look at that.
How about
I mean, we can
nothing
give you half
happens
credit.
with that? You don't have to give me anything, and how about you go next?
All right, deal.
Well, because
Deal. GDP.
Not that your daughters aren't awesome, but the letters got inverted.
Correction here. All right. We'll fix that for next time.
By the way, I still wouldn't have known it.
Right?
Yeah. So,
GDP, GP.
It said GPD. I said GDP.
So you
so
know.
I'm thinking,
This guy
you know,
knows.
like, you know, Greenwich Police Department or
He
something.
knows his money, this guy.
All
All
right.
right, so I'm chasing 300, so I'm going to go 400. The Berry.
Okay.
Waterbury,
The Berry.
400.
That's my maiden name, by the way. Barry.
Berry.
It is, but not spelled that way.
Hold on. Let me.
Do you, I was going to ask you that. Do you know Morgan Berry? Or Parker Berry?
Oh, so spelled
From
differently.
Waterbury.
Barry.
Oh, those,
You know Parker's no longer with us, right?
so you know Parker. That's
So
my brother's.
Ray was my senior prom date.
His dad or his brother?
Ray owned his older brother,
Oh,
who
wow.
died a week before Parker did.
Wow.
Yeah.
Parker's my brother's age.
All right.
Holy
Okay.
Cross kid.
That's why.
But I know them because Ray's my age. Well, Ray's a year older, but he was big high school
Yeah.
crush of mine and went to my senior prom with me.
So I don't think Morgan and
But-
Parker are related, but Morgan was my.
Morgan and Parker,
Are they related?
Parker has a sister named Morgan.
Ah.
So I'm going to think
She was my
maybe.
4th grade classmate and like my bestie because we were like
Does
partners.
she live on Fisk Street? With
5th Street.
Okay, that's where they
When I
live.
went to Kingsbury, so that's her. Okay. And then Parker, 7 years younger, was my brother's friend.
Okay.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Yeah.
What is the Waterbury Library branch?
Well, there's more than one. Which one do you have to guess?
Silas Bronson.
That's-
But the branch, is that smaller unit?
Well, there's the main one downtown. And
That's
then,
Silas
But
Bronson.
you know what, though? I also don't know if the other branch is still open.
Then there was one in Bunker Hill.
That's what I'm going with. But those are the only two I know.
I'm going, well, if it's branch, can I go Bunker Hill?
Beep, beep, beep.
Doot, doot.
beep. Is that the proper tones they use?
Doot, 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 bong, bong.
You know?
If the branch, I only remember one branch, and it was right next to Rocky's Pizza. Oh, no. Bunker Hill School,
Yeah, right across from the green there.
right across from the
yeah.
green, and the Bunker Hill Park. Going Bunker Hill. Final answer. Come on.
Yes, sir.
Bunker Hill branch.
Oh, very good. I helped you with that one a little bit. But that's
I
okay.
know. We'll take half credit.
There you go. All right.
Take half. All right, I'm on a roll. I'm going random. No, I don't want to go random. I don't like anything random. And I don't want to just hog the Waterbury because I love
Try
the
an
berry.
island one. Try 200. Maybe that's not so hard. Did
Which
they
one?
put them in order
Ireland?
of difficulty? Did they?
Deal. All right, Ireland 200.
Try Ireland 200.
Come on.
What should you do to the Blarney Stone?
You know what the locals do to the Barney Stone? Is that true or false?
I don't know.
You've heard it,
But
though.
I wouldn't put it
Wouldn't
past
put
them if
past
that's
them?
what they did, considering that we all go there and do what you're about to answer.
They kiss it.
Yeah.
Correct.
Do you know what the locals do to the Barney Stone?
I'm going to guess it's not kissing.
It
They
rhymes.
mistreat it.
It rhymes with it, and the first letter is different.
Starts with a P.
Lots of P.
Yeah.
All P.
Yeah.
There's one letter, P. That's it.
All right.
Okay.
All right, I'm going Ireland 300.
What can't you find in Ireland? A, bananas. B, kinder eggs. C, snakes. Or D, plastic straws.
Do you know?
Yeah.
Part of me, like, right away just wants to say bananas, but what's a Kinder Egg? Is that a candy? I can't tell you. I want to work this out because I need help, but you already helped me once
Kinder
before.
Egg?
I'm
Yeah.
going bananas.
Beep, beep, beep.
It's
Wrong?
Isn't that the wrong noise?
snakes. It's snakes. It better be snakes, because that's the answer.
Oh, that's dumb me too because that St. Patrick got rid of the snakes. Oh, I'm
Your
an
daughters
idiot.
are amazing
I'm an
because
idiot.
that is actually their St.
I'm an
Patrick.
idiot.
St. Patrick did not drive the snakes out of Ireland because there were never snakes in Ireland.
But I
Ireland
should have
doesn't
known that
snakes.
legendary
snake
story.
that? That's how that works. She gets it.
Snaked it. Yeah,
Do
she
I-
just
oh,
snaked
'cause-
that
because,
answer.
because then I buzzed in and answered correctly. Right. Okay.
Oh.
Ah.
Snakes, but bananas are like a Caribbean fruit. They grow there? Or wait, do they grow there or they just don't?
What can't you
Fine.
find?
You can't find.
I talk-
Yeah. And don't forget, you could greenhouse anything.
I process.
They probably can figure out
I
how to
got
greenhouse
executive
bananas.
processing
Colleen, you're up.
issues.
All right,
Come on,
I'm going to
Feeney.
go Waterbury for 100.
The berry.
The berry.
What does the city's motto, quid eri perennius, mean? What is more lasting than brass? Our water hits different? Make your own history? Or he who transplanted still sustains?
Ooh.
Read, what's the Latin again? I'm going to make you say it again. Quick.
Quid eri perennius.
Our water hits fantastic water.
God, I feel so bad that I don't know that. I'm going to say that it's D. I'm going to say D.
D, he who transplanted still sustains.
Yes.
What
Come
is
on.
more lasting
What is
than
it?
brass?
I'm going A. Oh.
Oh, really?
Wait,
I thought that was a...
because we're the brass city.
Yeah, but I thought that was just kind of a
That was
joke
so
a little
before
bit. I thought it was a joke
Latin.
because I know it's brass.
Brass city.
But
We're the brass
there was
city.
something about the Latin word that made it sound like something sustaining, but I didn't think our
Someone said.
Latin motto actually has brass
I
in
know.
it.
We're the brass city for real.
I knew that, but I didn't know that. Interesting.
The buttons on the uniforms on the Titanic, the buttons were brass. They were made in Waterbury.
Mm-hmm.
And Hitler, we were like number 3 on Hitler's bombing list because we made all the brass ammo.
These are all bad things.
When you go
Waterbury.
to the World War
Waterbury.
II museum, in DC, you can find parts of the Japanese planes that were shot down that have parts made in Waterbury.
What other sort
the
of
compass
death
and stuff like
destruction
that.
Can we tie into Waterbury?
We made brass stuff. I
Yeah.
mean, it's, and people needed it, especially.
And when you're getting drive-by punched, you need a lot of brass.
Hitler, Pearl Harbor,
Yeah.
and the Titanic.
All tied to Waterbury.
Oh, there you
Imagine
go.
that.
Are we
Shocker.
trying a second whiskey yet?
Yes, we will.
On that note.
Is it time?
Yeah.
All right, you
All
hold
right,
it.
commercial break.
I think we're
break.
halfway through the board, right?
Yes.
This is amazing, by
This
the
is
way.
fun.
This is absolutely amazing.
I know you love
And
Jeopardy.
and
these are my babies.
little bird told you.
I'm so yeah.
Little bird whispered
Yeah.
in your ear. Yeah, okay, gotcha.
All right.
I know
whiskey
people.
number
This little
two.
bird.
All right, give us the little history about the whiskey.
All right.
too.
We're in the mountains
The
now.
mountains now. Okay.
Glendalough. This is a double barrel Irish whiskey.
I'll hold it to the cam.
There we go. We got to do that. Oh, man. Look at that. This is actually the old packaging. The packaging's new. But, our sample bottles underneath the tasting bar last a while. So
Which mountains are we in?
the, hold on. I know this.
You could just give me a county.
Wicklow.
Oh, Wicklow. Sure. Okay.
Just north of
The
Dublin.
mountains. Yeah.
Nice.
Look at that. Pretty
Look
good,
at
huh?
you. Well done.
I know a couple things about
He
drinking.
knows his drinking like you know your. Oh,
So, age this. They hit this ages in bourbon and then finish it in sherry.
Okay.
Okay.
maybe Kyle
I
wants
still
to try
have.
this.
Do we have a cup to dump out the old ones?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're gonna be mixing the flavors a little bit, but
Yeah, you don't
That's
wanna
okay.
You don't want to do that.
It's okay with whiskey, wine. You do
yeah,
rinse.
yeah.
Whiskey. We'll be all
I
right.
think that's yours.
All right. So,
So
another
we're in the
craft
mountains.
distillery.
Kyle, you want one?
Let's get Kyle one.
Oh, sorry, Kyle. It's quite the hat.
Quincy Market.
Nice. All right. So mountains.
A little
Wicklow.
lighter in style.
Now is it made with peat?
Pete would be more interior Ireland. Be more in the center of Ireland would be the
True.
peat bogs.
They do. Peat typically is not an Irish whiskey. Irish whiskeys are cleaner. You find more peat with whiskey in Scotland.
Oh, see.
Scotch. In those
So they smoke it with the peat.
smoke the peat. Yep. The grain, the barley, rather.
I wonder if it tastes like peat smells.
It tastes like charcoal.
Yeah. Okay. Have you ever smelled peat burning?
No, I haven't
Takes-
particularly been
Yeah,
there
it's
for
it's
that.
like a combination between like charcoal and
Yeah.
sulfur.
Okay.
It's kind of that,
Makes sense,
but it heats. Like they use it to heat their houses in a lot of parts of Ireland.
Right.
It heats up really strong, but
And stays lit for.
it's yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
But it's a smell you have to get used to.
Oh, it stinks. I don't
It's
think I've
a strong
actually
smell. It's a strong smell.
I
And-
saw how they were like cutting it into little bricks.
Yep. Yeah, and you could buy like little incense scones of it, little sconce things. But my husband used to burn it before I went to Ireland, and I said this is disgusting. And then I went to Ireland and came home. I said, can we burn some peat? It was kind of like I didn't like reggae music till I went to spring break. I went to the Caribbean on spring break. I'm like, I love this. So it was the same thing with peat.
All right. So that's
I like this one better.
number two.
I like
A
this one
little
better
lighter
than the
in
first one.
style.
Yeah.
It's got a little more depth to it. It's actually got more alcohol, which
Oh.
you wouldn't guess. No, that's not true. About 10 proof more on the Glendalough. I'm sorry, on the Teeling.
So
The first whiskey
the
you
city
tried.
one, 10.
City.
City, Dublin.
The city, the mountains.
Dublin is turning into like New York City. Do you feel that, or was that the
I
way
haven't
that
been
you
there in
went?
so- no, not when I was there. No, it wasn't like that. It felt more like Boston, if anything. If I had to compare it to a U.S. city, more like Boston, especially around Trinity College and stuff. There was
Yeah.
a little, less city.
True.
It's not as well laid out as New York City. It's definitely more of that Boston, like, kind of like windiness to it, right?
You can't get there from here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Tremont, one way, every way.
All right, back to the
All
board.
right,
All right,
all
who's
right.
up?
Where's the
Who's
game?
All right.
Yeah, who's up? So I got I got the Latin wrong. So it's your turn, Eric.
Go ahead.
All right.
Go random. Just do it.
I gotta
Just
go
do it.
random. I'm going 2. Random 2.
How long is an Olympic swimming pool in
I should-
meters?
Do you know?
No, these randoms
Do you
are
know?
tough.
Did you look?
course, I'm the host. I know all the answers.
I want to say 100 meters or 200 meters, because if you do a 400 meter,
Yeah, think of how many laps that would be, right?
I think 70 laps is a mile, but that's not helping me here.
How many meters in a
But
mile?
Michael Phelps. I hate being wrong, but I'm going. 100-meter fly, 100-meter butterfly, 100 meters. Come on!
Nope.
You going for the steal?
I don't know. I'll say 200 because that's what he thought it was.
It's 50.
Oh, 50. Oh, it's
Wait,
only
was that a choice?
half.
Do we have choices? No choices, man. Just one
50 meters. Oh wait, so yeah.
So the
so
the
back
one
and
back
forth.
forth.
All right.
So I have this fake Jeopardy board of the categories I know nothing about, and we joke. I said one day I'm going to make it on Jeopardy, and it's going to be the 6 categories I know nothing about. Olympics is one of them,
Ooh,
just so you know.
that's
so
a tough one.
Yeah, that's so I wouldn't have gotten that.
I find when I'm watching Jeopardy, I know most of. I don't know much of what's
Yeah,
up
I know.
there. Probably.
It's not much different than crossword puzzles. So if you ever do crossword puzzles,
terrible.
well, you know what
Terrible.
though? If you did it every day, you wouldn't be terrible.
Because you like get the theme.
You get
and
you
like,
get you
yeah.
get the hang of it. You get the
Yeah.
and things repeat. Jeopardy repeats stuff a lot, and you actually learn from watching it, so you become better at it just from watching it. But
Jeopardy
you also
repeats
learn.
questions?
No, they don't say the same question.
No.
Themes?
They repeat, they rephrase it, they reword it where the clue might have had the response this time, but then the response is the clue next time. And a lot of times too, and there's a phrase for it in the Twitterverse, they call it something, but sometimes you don't even have to know the response.
It's in the answer?
It's coded. It's coded in the clue. So if you're just kind of, trying to dissect the clue, you may know
Is
it.
that what
even
like
with
Ken Jennings was good at? Could just right. That was his name, right?
Ken
Yeah.
Jennings, he's the host now. Ken Jennings
Oh,
is
he's the host
yeah.
now. I
And
see.
how many
Yeah.
did he win in
I
a
watch a lot
row?
of Jeopardy.
33?
My son would know.
He won a
It's
lot.
yeah, I think it was maybe up to 40.
You think Aaron Rodgers has a shot at getting back on there?
Heck no.
Not anymore.
No.
No,
Even
but no, Ken
emerging
is the
from
regular
his,
host. Right now
cave?
they're doing the high school reunion tournament, and Mayan Bialk is hosting that now. But Ken's the regular season host.
Shout
No, I
out to
think it's just
Mayan
'cause
Black.
I think he's just smart.
He's just CPU.
Shout out to Blossom. Me
Yeah,
and her
Blossom.
share a birthday. We share a birthday.
Do you?
All right.
All right, so we both got that wrong. So I guess
You can go.
This is not in play here.
all right, let's just do that. Let's just do Waterbury for 100.
That's not in play.
What
It's not
happened
play
there?
Why?
We already got it wrong.
Oh, that's the Latin.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What happened to
never mind.
this 300?
That's not in play either. That's done.
I think you got that right. The Injured Snakes. Do you have a 300?
Oh, that might be
Oh,
mine.
that's the GDP one.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, I got a 300 here. So
All right, we're good.
you know
here.
what? This is my snakes.
Yeah.
So hold on.
All
Let
right.
me do the math.
All
We're
right.
gonna make a comeback.
All right, so I'm going to do Ireland for 400, please.
Ooh.
Ooh, okay. Name one of the administrative cities in Ireland.
Administrative cities?
Whoa.
I don't know. What the...
Administrative.
So another category is politics, just so you know.
Yeah. Olympics,
and
politics.
and let alone foreign politics. One of the administrative cities in Ireland. I will say, oh gosh. I don't want to say Dublin. This seems like an obvious answer. I'm going to say
Well, I'm gonna say Dublin if she gets this wrong.
Limerick.
I think that's one of the ones.
Come
Hold
on. Stop.
But you know what else was? Dublin was one of them. Limerick. Yeah, you got it.
All right. What are the other ones?
All right, let's go through the administrative cities. You
Please.
can hit all the names you know, right?
So-
Dublin.
But wait, I wonder if it's from different parts of the country. Is that why?
Sure. So
So-
what's up north?
So Limerick. So up north would be Donegal City. Probably not. No. They're probably not that far north. Where would it be?
Galway.
Oh,
Isn't
Galway
that up
City.
north?
Okay, that's not.
That's the south tip.
Yeah, it's more west than north.
Limerick, you said.
Limerick,
People refer to as County Cork,
Cork. Oh, those are all. That's on the west, the southwest. Cork,
Kilkenny,
Kilkenny, southwest as well.
and known for their glassware.
Hey,
Oh, Waterford, okay.
Waterford.
So Waterford and Dublin, and the other one's the east. The rest are in the west.
Listen, if we're not repping Waterbury,
I'll take
we're
that
repping
400,
Waterford.
please. I'll take that 400. Thank you.
That's where I'm from. That's where the Feeneys are from. My sister did a pen pal with a cousin, and they were in Waterford. There's a
Nice.
Feeney farm in Waterford.
I hear there's a butcher shop there too.
And there's
Yeah,
a butcher
yeah,
shop. Feeney's Butchers.
Good lamb.
Okay.
Good mutton. Oh, so my turn again.
Yes.
3, 6,
I'm gonna leave the random trivia for you. I'm gonna do Waterbury for 300, please.
Waterbury.
'Cause that random is awful.
Okay, here we go. This is gonna be tough. I'm gonna have to just pull this off.
Was there a picture?
Yes.
Oh boy.
All right. Hold that, Feeney.
You got
All
it.
right.
What is the name of this clock tower?
Out Union Station.
She's correct. Mm-hmm. What was that, Cash?
That was a
Money?
good one.
And do you know it's designed to look like the clock tower in a part of Italy that I
Yeah,
should know. And
yeah.
then there's a third one designed.
P-Town.
Yeah, in P-Town.
Waterbury.
All right.
My brother
The
actually
things
has
we
that
know.
tattooed
Does he
on
really?
his arm somewhere. The
The
clock tower.
Wow.
Waterbury.
I thought you were gonna say the
All
clock
right,
tower
so
from
I'll
Back
do-
to Future. Back
That's
to
a
the
good one,
Future.
too.
Right, that's a good
Doc.
one. Random trivia 100, please.
What is your body's largest organ?
The largest organ.
I know this one.
I know this one too.
What's your largest
I
organ?
think. I only know
I know
this.
the largest muscle. What's the largest organ? Is it?
Just have to confirm, but yeah, I'm right.
Oh my gosh. I actually don't know. Is it your tongue?
I know. Don't give her the answer. I know this. Can I go
No,
for the steal?
I actually don't
Feeney,
know.
for the steal.
Skin.
Ew, gross, your skin.
Let's
Of
go.
course.
That's literally what they wrote.
Of course.
Skin.
Oh, she would you. Oh my God, girls,
Ew,
that's
I can
great.
hear them actually saying that right now.
Okay, so now.
Slay.
So,
Vibe. Mood.
so now. You can tell you're with kids all day, right?
Is this what
All
you
right,
hear
so
from
you get to pick
is
the
this
last-
middle schoolers?
Oh, high school.
High schoolers?
Every other word.
Ooh.
I
Brutal.
need this.
All right, so
So what do we got? You
I
got
don't-
3, 6, 9.
I got
13.
1,300. What do you got?
I got 7. This is
8,
key.
9,
This is
10,
huge
11.
right here.
You got one option.
Keeps me in the final. I'm gonna go with
You won't be in the red, yeah.
random trivia 400. Come on, treat me right.
I gotta tell you,
Random
this host job.
skin.
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
You got some
What's the job?
skin in the game.
I brought the whiskey and I'm hosting.
Yeah, I know.
How does this work?
And a check.
And a check.
I know.
You got to come by more often.
Did I just pay for this podcast? All right. Sorry. It would have been the participants of the Weehow Whiskey Festival just paid for this podcast. No, just kidding. Just kidding. Which globally dreaded disease did the World Health Organization declare eradicated in 1980?
Choices or no choices?
No choices.
Man, those random trivia ones are hard. No choices.
Eradicated disease? 1980?
I'll give you one tiny hint.
Oh, I get hints. I need this. Thank you. Thank
All
you.
right. Here's
Does
the
it start
hint.
with an E?
Here's the hint. It's a big one.
Eradicated? Like eradicated?
Well, they always claim that something's eradicated.
1980?
Yeah.
You know?
I have a guess, but I'm not
There's
positive.
like there are really
Right.
only 3 or 4 that you could like pick from, right?
Eradicated. That word's throwing me off.
Eradicated usually pretty much means they're not finding any more cases of it. Like, they're saying it's gone.
All right. Diseases? See, I want to say AIDS, but
That's definitely not true.
AIDS. You're like just finding that out.
I want to say.
Yeah,
Can't
Right?
say AIDS. Can't say.
Have you seen
cancer.
Forrest Gump?
Gen A?
So think of so do some math for eradicated. So 1980. So you're thinking there had to be long-term vaccination and then long periods of time to
Okay.
for it to
Okay.
be gone.
Okay. Okay.
Once generation.
Polio. Come on.
Incorrect. To steal. B D D D.
Okay.
Do you know?
I did.
5,
And then she gets a little
4.
more time.
3,
How is it not polio?
2.
I get it wasn't AIDS, but I was thinking
One.
of that.
Tuberculosis.
Beep beep beep. Beep beep beep.
All right, well, let us keep playing.
Not as big as chicken pox.
something
Measles?
pox.
Oh, smallpox.
That was a pretty good hint.
Good. She gets
Nobody
it.
gets that money, though, I
All right,
guess.
I-
No.
All right,
Nope.
okay.
Take it
Nope.
that way.
All right.
Because I'm
So
still
we're going
in
into
it.
Final Jeopardy, and I have 1,300, and what do you have?
7. So put 7.
Oh, so it's not a runaway.
I know.
As they
I
say.
got a shot. I have a
As they
shot. I
say.
just wanted to stay in the game. I'm
So
betting.
you have a question?
I'm
I have
betting
two
a dollar.
questions
I'm
that
betting
I'm
a dollar.
debating in my head here.
All right, so we have to. Okay, so.
Okay, and they're all about whiskey.
So you have how much? 700?
Yeah.
Are you betting it all? Oh,
No,
I
no,
guess
hold
you-
on.
Okay.
I'm just writing how much I have.
It is the category
Wait, so
whiskey?
you got to keep the category. We're gonna bid.
Yeah.
Then you got to ask the question.
Based on the category.
One question.
Irish whiskey.
Irish whiskey.
It's very broad.
I think I gotta go.
Like I said, the worst.
I
Irish
might trick
person
her
who
and
don't
bet
like
0.
whiskey.
And she's gonna bet it all, and then we both lose.
Why would she bet it all? She's got more than you.
No, it's not a runaway.
See?
No.
I'm in there by just the
I have,
perfect
I have
amount.
1,300. He has 700.
Right.
See?
So
So-
all you have to
If she had
bet
14,
is
she didn't have to bet.
Yeah.
all you have to bet is
But I
a
might
little
go.
bit,
All right, we'll see.
and he's got to bet a lot, right?
Do you watch Jeopardy every
So-
night?
Negative.
So,
Remember that movie with Pauly Shore?
Caveman movie?
Yeah.
Encino Man?
Encino Man, where they're like excited,
All
and he's
right.
like, "You're gonna be so rich, it's gonna be all the Jeopardy you can handle."
all right, I bet my wager.
All right, I bet mine
Right,
too.
All right.
Hold on. I'm gonna write that down. Oh, I like the gamesmanship. Did you catch
Did you see,
that,
Kyle? I showed my wager. You missed it. I went like
That's
this.
the wager.
What are you eating over there? What is? Yeah, no, specifically. Oh my goodness.
Fig and pig. That Doro.
From Doro.
He knows.
Oh, wow.
Matt's had it.
Have I?
Oh, she's showing it. I like it.
Okay.
All right, Irish whiskey.
All right.
You have no choice, dude.
At least I know it's something I don't know.
As
a
the
lot
host
about,
of the
and I won't
show,
feel
let me
bad.
tell you, you have zero choice. Yeah.
Of my gamble
Are you
or
pouring the
of
last one?
question?
I am.
Oh, yeah, let's do
Oh,
the
can
la-
you,
all right, let's
is that
do
the
it.
dumping cup?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Dumping cup.
All right, we head to the Atlantic coast. Clonakilty.
The wild Atlantic Way, as they call it.
Oh, okay. The Wild Atlantic Way. From County
Waterford?
Cork.
Oh, Cork.
That's where my family's from.
Oh.
Are they definitely from Cork?
100%. Callahans.
Cheers to the Callahans.
I say that because a lot of people have documentation their family was Cork, but they emigrated out of Cove, which is a port in Cork.
Right. Well,
But if you know you're from Cork, that's even... West Cork is my favorite part of Ireland.
I haven't been there. I've been to Dublin, Kilkenny, a few other places, but not there. So, port cask finish.
Oh.
All right.
So coast.
You're gonna
Not
have
the mountains, not the city. Oh, you're not a fan, I guess.
That is why I don't drink whiskey. That one right there.
Oh, yeah, you're not. That went right to the nose.
Ooh.
Why does it go straight to the nose like that?
I went right to the skin.
Largest
has-
organ.
You know what I noticed about this? That's more of like a. You get like a Highland Scotch, like a clean Scotch. It has more of that flavor profile. Where these
Ooh.
had more of your typical like Irish whiskey flavor profile. This has more of that.
More of that lighter, low flame. More of that. Whoa.
Yeah, see, I don't get that.
Oh my God.
It's probably the port cask finish. That's delicious. I don't even know if we can get this particular one, the Clonakilty.
It's really good.
But, you know, if you want to get something different. The thing about Irish whiskey, we just tasted 3 different whiskeys from 3 different areas in the country. All made a little differently. But typically they're finishing them in, they take the whiskey, they age it in typically a used bourbon barrel. That's how a lot of these companies do it. And then they transport it into a lot of times a wine barrel. Sauterne, port, sherry, Madeira, Caribbean cask it could be. Something
Nice.
like that. So,
And it sits there for how long? 10 years?
no, like 5 months, 6 months,
Oh.
3 months, 2 months. But you get some of those flavor profiles that from the previous resident of
What
the barrel.
in that kind of gave it that fire kick, do you think?
I didn't notice
in
that.
contrast to that. You didn't know? Oh,
Do you drink whiskey often?
We noticed right away, right?
Oh,
Often enough.
okay. That might be why you didn't notice it as much.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say regularly, but
What about the strength? It's got
but
to
I
be
drink
stronger.
it weekly.
Is it stronger?
Nope, they're all about the same
Wow.
in the mid 40s on the percent. So, it's about 90 to.
The Wicklow was my
85.
favorite. I'm going to tell you.
The,
If I had to,
yeah.
if I was forced to drink Irish whiskey, I would drink the Wicklow. Of those three,
All right, so we're on to.
we made
So
our
these are
wagers.
all these are all
Yes.
craft in the sense that we have here. We're at brewing and roasting and brewing.
Yep.
Brewing and roasting
Brewing
co.
and roasting, alphabetical.
Craft stuff is made here. These are as far as you can in Ireland at craft distilleries, which they up until about 10 years ago they really didn't have them. There was like 5 major players in the whole country. That was it. So, on to the distillery question. This Irish whiskey distillery is the oldest continuously running distillery in all of Ireland.
Oldest?
The oldest.
Oldest.
And I'll give you a second one.
Hold on. How are we going to treat the second one?
Well,
What should we do then?
just we'll do a bonus after this. We'll just
Or
do the
after,
first one.
after.
Yeah.
What was the other one? Do you know?
I'm guessing.
See, I know where we're going with this. I know where everyone's going with this. It's very hard. This is very hard. The thing about Irish whiskey, it's not always what you think it is.
It's a homer pick. I don't want to do a homer pick.
What's a homer pick mean?
Like the popular pick.
Oh yeah.
Oldest? Oldest.
Oldest.
Been around the longest. Started first. Oldest?
Hundreds of years.
Oh jeez.
I don't know. I got to just do it.
All right.
What do you got? You know the answer?
Correct.
We're going to reveal. Let's reveal.
Let's reveal.
What do you got?
Ooh, okay. All right.
I should have wrote
101. See, that's what you had to do, and you bet what you had to bet,
Yeah.
right?
Are we both wrong?
Colleen with the what is Tullamore do?
I should have. Did I not write?
Eric Feeney with what is Jameson? You're both incorrect.
That was a rookie. I feel bad. It was a rookie.
Okay, now I have to
Jameson.
look this up because even I get a little confused because I got to check out that.
What's the one? Teachers are educated. Is there a teacher one out there? I want to say Tully or Bushmills. I feel like there was a. Is there?
Or
a teacher?
Colleen is the closest because she named an actual distillery,
Oh, okay.
right?
Bushmills.
Well, Bushmills is Northern Ireland. It's
The-
not Bushmills, is it?
It's Bushmills.
Oh!
Oldest
I wrote
continuously
it down
operating
and I
distillery in all of
erased
Ireland.
it.
Okay.
Did you not understand my question?
When I hear all of Ireland, I don't think of the island. I think of the country.
Okay.
Northern Ireland is a separate country.
Oh.
So that's what threw me off because I would have guessed Bushmills if I knew it was the whole island.
Okay,
I
well,
wrote
here's the
Bushmills
second
down.
Give me a second one. Second
All right,
one.
do a
Okay.
second
All right,
one.
all right, second one.
Same bet, same money.
Same bet. Same bet. Same money.
Bushmills. I had Bushmills written down. And then
I actually have a certificate that I'm an official whiskey taster at Bushmills.
And I said
I was
homer
there.
pick.
You mentioned that earlier, and I thought maybe
Oh, you
I'm
thought
gonna do
maybe
a
she'll
different
know
question,
it?
but maybe she'll
No,
get it.
and that was definitely me being a tedious purist thing about when I hear Ireland. When I hear Irish,
Yeah.
I think the Republic. I don't think.
And I said
North as
homer,
well.
like I love
It was
Jameson.
the whole Ireland,
so
yeah.
It's like my home.
Yeah.
Oh.
But that's what your
Bushmills.
clue to him was. Don't think the obvious. So
Yeah.
it's not Jameson.
I should
Okay.
have
And
immediately
Tullamore
erased
Dew
it.
because the old bottles have that wax seal. I thought, okay, that's old.
Ooh, Tully.
Like maybe that's old.
It's old. It's one of the oldest.
Yep,
Here's
okay.
another question for you.
All right,
Okay.
this is it.
This distillery is known for producing the most popular Irish whiskey in the world.
Popular is opinionated.
Also known as Jameson.
Oh wait.
This distillery,
Oh wow.
Distillery. Who makes Jameson?
I see what you're doing. I think I.
this distillery
clue.
is known for producing the most popular whiskey in the world, Jameson. Most popular premium whiskey in the world.
Is the answer a whiskey?
The answer is the name of the distillery.
Okay.
Is the answer a whiskey? Could be.
Oh my gosh.
You need to spell it correctly.
That's another good clue.
Spelling doesn't count in Final Jeopardy as long as it.
Oh, it doesn't. Okay.
As long as it phonetically can be.
Yes, then spelling
Again, do
doesn't
you
count.
watch this? Jeez, I love it. I love that I'm playing.
I'm gonna have a little
Colleen.
more clonakilty.
You can have all the clonakilty you
Yeah,
want.
well, you know.
I'll take another one.
What's that?
Yeah,
Who's gonna sue
my
us?
YouTube thing's gonna be copyrighted.
No. This isn't the first time you've had whiskey.
True.
It was the first time that you pretended to play a game show.
Ah, this is good
Did I
though.
spell that right? Ready for
All right.
the reveal?
Okay, let's see it. Colleen's answer and
Oh!
Feeney's answer. What is Guinness? You are both incorrect.
Oh,
Okay.
I spelled it wrong. Is that
Wait,
what's? Is it two N's?
It's two N's. Two S's, yeah.
Darn it.
So we're both wrong.
Correct.
The spelling, I was like, I got
This
this.
distillery shares the same name as the
Oh, the whiskey.
yes,
'Cause
as
somehow Guinness
the
and Jameson
well-known
collaborate.
wife of what the heck is this guy's name? I know I'm just too much. Middleton. It's Middleton.
Kate Middleton,
Kate Middleton.
Oh.
What the heck's the guy's name?
Henry,
No, it's not Henry.
Prince
Kim,
Henry.
William. What's his
Prince William.
title?
Is he?
Duke of Sussex, or is that the other dude?
You know, Olympics, politics, royalty.
Oh, yeah.
Add it to the category.
Add it to the category.
Well,
so
I
funny.
gotta tell you,
Yeah.
the most entertaining thing to me right now in the world is this whole Harry and what's her name thing, where they're
Meghan.
trying.
Meghan Markle,
Meghan
yeah.
Markle.
Markle. Mhm.
Markle. They're trying to pretend like they don't want attention.
But yeah,
Did you hear this? He's charging $35 to do a pay-per-view. He's going to have a sit down with a psychiatrist about his struggles. He's charging $35. It's going to be live. Sit down across the table from some shrink.
but he doesn't want attention.
But he doesn't want attention.
And she's offended because
I heard that- I saw
guess
this.
South Park did her
Oh,
wrong.
that was hilarious.
I didn't watch it. But
It was hilarious.
yeah, we talked about South Park.
If you, by the way, if you get on South Park and they make fun of you, what an honor. Come on.
Yeah.
They did the Irish
Stevie-
culture kind of wrong. We talked about it earlier.
Stevie Nicks.
Well,
Did they do her wrong? Stevie
It
Nicks.
depends on if you're one that you're a fan of hers.
I love Stevie Nicks.
So you didn't see the South Park?
Was it about like?
It's like a sheep sound. Yeah. It was
Yeah,
pretty-
that's not cool.
So the only time you can talk about England on an Irish podcast is if you're
Yes.
speaking negatively. So,
well, I only had negative things to say.
Yeah. Forget the English.
oh my
Not
god.
a fan.
Well, you kind of were though. So that was my joke.
Yes.
It's a good one,
Yeah,
and it's on topic.
it is. Yeah.
All right,
Feeney,
what
you
are we
got
gonna
crushed,
do?
brother.
Did she win? Who
Yeah,
won?
she
Wait,
won.
Oh, so we call it a draw and she wins?
Well, you
No,
bet
she's
700.
not a
You got it
draw.
wrong.
Yeah.
I bet 101
You're,
and I
you're
got it
penniless.
So you have
She's-
0 and I
She's
have.
walking out of here with $1,299.
$99.
Yeah.
Well,
Quick
let's
math,
write that
man.
down.
Good for
here.
you.
Let's write
I
that
can do,
down.
I
Hold
can
on.
do -1. It's one of my skills.
Well, actually, no. Wait. No, but
I thought you had 1,400.
I had 1,300.
Okay.
Oh.
So
11.99. Yeah, no,
Okay,
it wasn't good math.
okay.
I
Here,
didn't
let's
get
get a
a right
pic.
winner. Oh, there we go.
Proud
That's
winner.
it. Yes, that's here.
Winner. And here's what you win. You win a
Ooh, wow.
pour an app here at Weehaw Roasting and Brewing.
Hey,
Congratulations.
nice. Oh, wonderful. I didn't know I was going to win a prize.
And you get a prize.
Bragging rights was enough.
Right?
I got a
That was
question.
so much fun.
Yeah.
What a great idea. And your daughters are amazing.
What's
that
the
random stuff, though,
setup
man,
here
that was out of control.
with where's everybody?
Oh, it's closed. So most places.
We're off hours here.
Mondays and Tuesdays are closed. They are Wednesday
sense.
to Sunday.
Tough to do a podcast if this place is bumping.
Yeah.
I thought about that at first.
What, do
I
they
thought,
give you a
how are we
key?
gonna-
Yeah, we got the key, you know. You want something to drink? You want something to eat? What do you want? You want a tour?
Actually, no. Look, there's the brewery back there.
Yep. Cody does the coffee, and Andrew does the beer. And it's a great place. Definitely come check it out. 141 Shield Street. They do Cody Street. They do Shield Street because we're on Shield Street. I'm actually have Cody Street here. There's one for you right there if you want a Cody Street. That one's for you. Right next to it is a Dunkel. It's more of a Guinness stout. But Cody Street is a flavorful IPA if you want to try it.
Okay. Dunkel's German style, thing,
Yeah,
by the way.
yeah.
No, I was talking to the right. The
left, yeah.
The one-
Guinness looking
That's
one.
mine. Yeah, that's mine on the left. That's
Well,
the Dunkel.
because it was dark.
Yeah.
My bad. And it's
The
named
Germans.
Dunkel Schwartz.
It's German.
Drunkel Schwartz is probably a good clue that
Yeah, yeah.
it's not Irish.
Okay.
Well, that was lots of fun.
That was
and
great.
I want to thank Neil and Bridget, my daughters. They were like, Dad, not only do you keep us up late at Friends of Feeney events or wake us up early to do golf events, but now you got me making Jeopardy games. And they spent so much
talk
time,
about making
and it
your
was
guests
so
feel
much
like
fun.
the podcast is personalized for them. That was amazing.
And I know you like Jeopardy,
love
and I'm glad
Jeopardy.
you
I
enjoyed
love
it,
it.
and you took it serious, and you knew
Yes.
the rules, and I had so much fun.
That
And I
was
got
great.
pummeled. I lost 1,199 to 0.
It's all right. You can afford it now.
I ended with 0. And but at the end of the day, oh wait, I thought
It's
this
Jeopardy
was my
board.
happy
The check.
check.
Your
Where's
happy
the
check
Happy
is over
Gilmore
there.
check?
It's over
There
there.
you go. We're gonna have to cross this out now. We're gonna have to take $1,200 off this fucker. There you go.
Very cool. Yeah,
That's
episode
awesome.
30 was a big one with Dave Pylon, and Matt hopped in and showed the check.
It wasn't 22. It was 30.
So
was
30,
another
he's
time.
30. He was another special guest.
Oh, okay.
He's his second time.
He
He's a
just-
third time
He
appearance.
just brings
Matt
me in
Whitney.
to. She's like, "Can you come and bring some whiskey?"
Yeah, pretty much.
We're doing an Irish theme.
This is the
Come on
second
in.
time.
Irish. Oh, but only Irish whiskey.
Show up with
Yes.
whiskey.
So I can't thank you enough. Weehaw Roasting Brew, and where we are.
Hey, there's a snow day tomorrow.
Oh,
Is it official yet? I'm waiting.
I got texts from 2 other schools, not West Hartford's
Did you?
town schools, but other schools my kids go to.
well, as long as Avon and Farmington cancels, West Hartford will cancel.
It's gonna be canceled.
I haven't gotten a notification yet.
So you should know. You have the intel. No? I heard last time we had a snow day. I was talking to a teacher, and they're like, "It's definitely canceled
Oh!
tomorrow." She knew.
Southington Public Schools are closed tomorrow.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
close. Yeah, it's snow day.
They announced it at 5 o'clock.
Jeez.
Well, honestly, it's better to have preparation.
Yep.
You know
You gotta
what?
be stuck with
It's-
your kids all day.
You need to know in advance
Working
if you're
from
stuck with your
home.
kids all day. Yep, working from home. But you know what? It definitely, I like not having to necessarily set the alarm. I like not having to pack a lunch and make breakfast and all that stuff.
You know, I'm gonna say this: the packing the lunch, not having to do that, is so underrated.
It is so underrated. When my son has a break from school
It's brutal.
and I put that lunchbox in the cabinet and I know I don't have to touch it for 10 days, I do a little happy dance in my kitchen.
Yeah.
I really do. I like it. It makes me so happy. I treat him. Sometimes I'll
It's a
treat him
struggle.
to school lunch, like for like his birthday or a special occasion or whatever. But it's
Pizza
the-
Fridays?
The food, yeah, the food is not as good as the food I pack for him.
It's not great.
But sometimes I just don't want to pack a lunch, and I'll say, "Get hot lunch today." Really? Yeah, just get hot lunch. 'Cause Mommy's too lazy. She doesn't want to pack
Yeah.
you a lunch. Yeah. But he's done. Chris has brought him a couple times to Pizza Lunch Fridays.
Yep.
And he wore his Friends of Feeney socks to school today in honor of the
Ooh.
podcast.
Yes.
Yes.
Desmond, thank
Yes,
you, buddy.
Yes, yes.
That's so
He
cool
wore
to
them,
hear.
Yes, he wears them quite often. Yeah.
He packed golf bags one time for the
That's
chamber
right.
golf
Yes,
event, and he's
yeah.
like holding the magnet. I'm like,
I
that's my
know,
guy.
I know. He's a very good helper.
Good guy.
So I'm noticing the logo on the event board there has Friends of Feeney in red, but I also know the socks are blue and green. Are you still doing blue and green?
We're doing blue everything. This was a older.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to make sure because now this is not
Uh-oh,
something
uh-oh.
that you would ever be able to order. This is something I put together kind of fast.
Right
Yeah,
there.
It's
the
not.
red.
It doesn't
We
really
did that
look like
once. That was
anything.
like a Memorial Day.
Okay.
I like the red though.
It doesn't really
Pretty
look like
sharp.
anything I sell, so you don't necessarily want to advertise to go to Ogham Art and get this because this is like really special for you. But
Wow.
I did your name in Ogham and I did the hashtag Be a Good Friend at the bottom. But that says
Wow, I
Feeney
love it.
in Ogham. Yeah, and I did it.
Feeney.
I did it in the colors.
Oh man, this is Oh yeah, everything. Hold on. We'll show these guys too. Look at these. Look at they match.
Oh my
man.
gosh, that's awesome.
And it also says Feeney on the tongue. Custom
Those are the
made.
custom Air Max.
These are the
I
custom
love
Air Maxes.
it. I love
and these
it.
are the
That's
colors.
great.
And wait, hold on. Wait, what's this other one say?
Phil Knight made those for you?
Does
He
this
did,
one
yeah.
say
I called him.
Friends does it? Oh
Friends
my
of Feeney.
gosh, I love it.
Friends of Feeney.
That's
It was either
really
that.
cool.
What was that teacher appreciation or end of year or whatever? My daughter had him in second grade.
Okay.
Second grade or third grade? Second grade.
Second.
And it was either a bottle of bourbon. This was the option. I told my daughter, her name is Julia, I said, get him a bottle of bourbon, nice rare bourbon, or we can get him some sneakers. Sneakers are going to last longer. Well, based on what he's telling me about this Jameson, the bourbon might not even be touched
Right.
at this point. This is like 3 years ago. And they opted for the shoes, and he likes the shoes. I think that was a good
I
choice.
tell Julie every time, but this is so
The glass is behind it. I took I didn't just so that it wouldn't glare on the camera.
Oh,
So when
okay.
you pop the back off, you put the glass. It is in there
that's
though.
the F,
Yep.
E-E,
Yep.
and E-Y.
And that the Y would be an I because there's
I
no.
absolutely
yeah.
love it. I'm honored, and this is very special. Well, to commemorate a special podcast with a special person, had so much fun. We played Jeopardy.
Yay.
We talked about Ireland. We had Irish whiskey. Feeney colors. This is perfect. And be a good friend. What's the sign for a hashtag? Do they do hashtags?
There isn't one. No numbers, no hashtags, no punctuation.
I'm kidding, I'm
Hashtags
kidding.
might be funny. For second,
yeah.
second century hashtags. Yeah. Second century hashtags.
Hey, Jesus, what were we writing? No, I'm kidding. No, this is amazing. And be a good friend. We talked, this is a good segue. We're talking St.
Nice.
Patrick's Day, March 11th, this Hartford St. Patrick's Day. This is
a
last
great
year's shirt.
That's great. Yeah.
Notre
it's
Dame
2022,
colors,
Yeah.
and it's the Irish. This is the Friends of Feeney colors.
Nice.
Based on maybe the Yard Goats, maybe the Whalers, maybe Notre Dame. A good mix. Maybe St. Patrick's Day.
You got to stick with that theme. That's a great look.
Yeah,
The gold.
we're going with the gold this year.
Yeah.
This year, maybe do long sleeves. But it's going to say again, we're raising money for the Bridge Family Center. We've had some. I want to shout out some current. Oh boy.
There we go. Cancer.
Oh boy.
School's cancer.
Is it?
Is it official?
It's official.
Pour me another mountain drink. I want the city one. Sorrell Brothers, Direct Line Media is on here. Savage Palette, Avon Country Deli. It's just wonderful. I can't name them all. We'll hold it up here. Kyle, can you catch that? Colleen, you want to read a few?
You got Sorrel Brothers, Direct Line Media, Savage Palette Flags, Avon County Deli, Gastro Park, The Fix IV Therapy, Trucking Advertising Network, the North Star Realtors, Exchange Club of West Hartford, Board and Beyond, Passy LLC, High Meadow Day Camp, Chuck Minahan, Gateway Financial Partners, Resilience Fitness, Just Taxes, Cricket Press, Weha.com, West Hartford Lock Company, People's Bank, Relax the Back, Uberdog, CM Landscaping, SJC Electric LLC, Elmwood Maker Space, We Care Computers, Avi, Jim Schultz Contracting LLC, Dona Crazy, Irene, Elmwood Community Center, Mendel JCC of Greater Hartford, Keating Agency Insurance, Lions Auto, I love that, Keating and Lions, two Irish names, and the West Hartford Chamber of Commerce, who
That's,
has a pretty cool
they're all right.
president and CEO, if I say so myself.
And then for this year, right now, these are currently signed on Dave Pylon, real estate agent, Brooke Goff, The Fix IV, Sorrell Construction, DeSwanee, Culp Design out of Glastonbury. So I work at High Meadow Day Camp, and I'm like, this Glastonbury family, Culp Design, was like, hey, we want to sponsor you. I'm like, are you High Meadow Day Camp family? How else? No, we love your mission, and we just want to help. So thank you,
good for
Culp.
you.
I don't know who they are, and it's fantastic that our spiderweb is branching out. We work with wonderful people like Matt Whitney and, Maximum Beverage. This is the second year in a row. The first year we raised $5,000, and this year
That's
$8,000.
amazing.
So
Absolutely amazing.
next year, $10,000.
Yeah,
Agreed.
5 digits.
Right?
Yes.
10K.
And I think, number one, we changed the way we did the raffle tickets. Last year we did raffle tickets where you had to write their name on every ticket. Now we got one where it's like a sheet. You write your name one time.
Yes.
Dude, they sold.
How much beyond the 8,000? What did you do at the table?
So yeah, last year.
$2,000? You did like
Yeah.
2,000. So it was like we almost got 10K.
Yeah.
So we got like a total of 12K the next year.
Yep. Easy.
2023, September,
I want to say like 24th.
or weekend around of the September 24th. You know what? Let me
25th
get
is my birthday. You could do it on my
25th is your birthday?
Yeah.
Okay, let's check the date
Come
on the
check.
phone. I can
Come
check it now.
take some. Have some whiskeys.
Continue. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Elmwood Bakery, Avon Country, Maximum Beverage, Lions Auto, Minahan, Exchange Club. So yeah, we're still looking for sponsors. You have till March 5th, and I have to humble brag, very special.
Yay!
I am the West Hartford honoree, and I'm so honored and proud to be with Ed Carr, the marshal, and we'll be marching. So my team will be taking care of the float, and I will be walking with the honorees, and it means so much to me, and I'm so proud. It's like my favorite holiday, and I can't
That's
wait.
So cool.
I walked my dog. My daughter and I, we walked to Gastro Park with this. The day after I won this at the event, we did a town hall meeting, and I gave a speech, and it was great. And I thought I
I saw the
killed
pictures,
it.
yeah.
And the marshal, Ed Carr, Come to find out, it was a lead singer of a band who plays every Thursday. So you get him on the mic. He's talking about he had 6 brothers. His mom made him play a sport so he could shower at school. He's Irish. You know, he starts roasting people in the crowd. And I'm like, man, I thought my speech was good. I told the Feeney Butcher story.
You know what? If you're the Grand Marshal next year, it'll be the Marshal next year.
But
you can roast whomever
I gotta
you
start
want.
roasting the crowd. I didn't know we were roasting. You know, I would have roasted everyone.
Yeah.
Like, look at this guy. Look at this guy's hat.
Honorary rookie mistake. It's okay. Yeah.
It's a great hat.
I know, I love it. That hat's not Irish. Oh, and then Johnny's jog.
Might actually the theme right now might not be a great theme, based on what's going.
Yeah.
That Russian hat you got on there.
Johnny's jog. I could thank them a million times over. Laura and Dan, they were on the podcast, and we are the Clover Charity Club. So they support 3 nonprofits every year, and then they pick a 4th one. Feeney, Friends of Feeney was chosen to be the Clover Club of 2023, and we will be supporting on March 26th. So March is busy. We got March 11th parade. March 17th is the actual St. Patrick's Day, and then March 26th, this Sunday, there's a 5K. Please sign up. Please register. It's a wonderful cause. It's in honor of Johnny, who passed away. He was wheelchair bound, and it was just so they raised money. They're up to $400,000, and Friends of Feeney just hit $100,000. So
That's amazing. So cool.
very exciting. No, it's great. So we got the St. Patrick. Oh, then 2019, we won the 2nd place float. I'm breaking out all the show and tell. I had this in the living room. My wife finally just took it down, and I saw it. I was like, oh wait, let me show this off. I had it like hanging off the lamp in the living room. 2019, we lost to the phone company. They have guys like hanging off telephone poles, strapped in. I was like,
oh yeah.
so next year we're gonna strap some kids on a swing and like
And that's your
dressed as leprechauns and like just swinging kids.
Is it your Feeney float or
Feeney
for the
float.
Feeney float? Oh,
I'm
yeah.
kidding. I would never do that.
No,
But.
no, I'm just
No, it's great.
First time I ever heard of you was when you got your nonprofit of the year.
Oh,
West Hartford. First time I actually heard of you, which
Yeah,
was
that was during
early-
COVID.
Yes, yep.
That was so funny. I had that video. I got to post that video. It's like I start to say, and they're like, yeah, and Friends of Feeney. I'm like, thank you for this honor. And they cut it. They cut in with the Lean on Me, School of Rock. Toot, 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 toot. And I was like, call on me, brother, if you lend a hand.
Yeah, it was so hard to do it virtually.
It was weird.
It was hard.
Weird. But I'm honored, and I tell Chris all the time that joining the chamber has catapulted our organization and the connections we've made. You know, we're doing great. And the first meeting, you know, I had a line formed, and they were like, "Hey, you got a business card?" I didn't. I was like ripping notebook paper,
Oh yeah.
writing. Then I got business
days,
cards, and
yeah.
then it's like hooked up with Donut Crazy and did a fundraiser. And,
This is an important message from West Hartford Public Schools.
Oh,
Press 1 to hear the message now.
They just-
or stay
let's
on
go.
the line.
Let's go.
They just can't leave me alone.
Good evening, West Hartford Public
Hold
School
on.
families. This is Ann McKernan, Assistant Superintendent Administration.
And
Due to the impending winter storm, all West Hartford public schools and
Impending
offices
doom.
will be closed tomorrow, February 28th, 2023. Stay safe.
listen, we're gonna call all our friends. We're having a party tonight in West Hartford. Weehawk Brewing and Roasting. Now yous can't leave.
That's it.
You know the good fella? Now yous can't leave. We're just gonna lock the door. We're here till midnight. Matt?
I still gotta drive. I still gotta drive back home.
What do we have? So, no, it was so. What minute are we on, Kyle?
Oh
Hour
my gosh,
40?
got a lot of cutting to do, huh?
No, he doesn't cut anything. We keep it all. Irish, Waterbury. You were on Good Morning Connecticut. You've been on so many different things. Good Morning Connecticut.
I did Channel 8 quite a few times, which is great. Yeah.
TNH.
Yeah.
Channel 8. Alyssa Tagula.
Yes, she came to my
Interviewed you?
house. Yeah.
Where's she from?
She's from Waterbury?
She's from Waterbury.
Really? I don't know if she and I talked about that because my house isn't in Waterbury, so it might not have
hold
come
up.
up.
Let's see. Hold on here.
Is that West Hartford?
This is an important message from West Hartford Public Schools.
Wait, you get it
Wait
first?
a minute. What's your last name?
or
Yeah,
stay
what's
on
up with
the
that? I'm
line.
a
Is it
W.
alphabetical? What's your
no,
last
it's
name
not.
again?
I work for
Whitney.
you. I should get the call first.
Whitney.
He's
Oh,
just
yeah.
a client.
I thought you had a special. There was a special one coming in. That's not a special one.
The teachers
Just for
only.
the teachers? Yeah, teachers only.
Oh man.
Man, huh?
I'm glad the teachers get just as excited too as the parents.
I think the teachers are way more excited than the parents.
Yeah,
man.
yeah. I mean, my son's at the age now where it's I don't have to entertain him all day if he's home from school.
All right, we're going true Joe Rogan. We're going 3 hours tonight. What do
Oh
you
my
say?
gosh! Oh my God!
Do me a favor, Matt. Here, sit here, roll these dice with Colleen.
Oh my gosh!
And I'll be right back. I gotta go. And we're back.
We're back.
Cheers. Thank you, Matt. Matt Whitney, the host. He did a great job
He did
hosting
an
Jeopardy.
excellent job. Multitasking, fumbling, jumbling, flipping, reading. He was great.
Yeah.
Very
Lots
good.
of fun. I'm
Very
glad
good
you
choice.
enjoyed. I'm a little mad that I didn't win Jeopardy, but
You know what though?
can't win them all.
Yeah, but
can't
you know,
win them all.
your
But
guest
if
needs to feel really good
if
when she
someone
leaves.
watches Jeopardy every day, you should have kicked my butt, and you did. So
Yeah.
well done.
But
Cheers.
There were some I didn't get. I'm a little embarrassed, but I probably wouldn't have gotten them at home either. So
Yeah. And thanks again to Neela and Bridget. Amazing girls.
Amazing job.
Friends of
Love
Jeopardy.
But next time, no random trivia.
No randoms.
No.
I think I said Waterbury, Ireland. I forgot what the other one.
You know what? They could do random, just not that hard. That was hard.
They were hard.
You know?
Challenging.
Yeah.
From GDP to largest organ. It was
Yeah.
It was diverse. I like it.
Yeah,
Variety.
I mean, they were Jeopardy quality questions. Don't get me wrong, girls. They really were. But they were hard.
Yeah, hard. Rather them too hard than too easy.
But the Waterbury ones were so much fun.
And then
I love
thank
it.
you
And you got
again,
your big
Maximum
check? Yeah.
Beverage.
Yeah. I know.
All right. Well, that was lots of fun. So, we're going to play a game. First, last, best, worst. Do you remember your Ogham, your first Ogham, your last Ogham, your best Ogham, and your worst Ogham?
I do not remember my first. No, it's been too long. The last one, I actually painted well, actually, the last one was yours.
Nice.
But I already had that painted, though. I'm not going
And
to
then
lie.
look at with
I
the
already had it
glass
painted.
in it
Yep.
now.
Yeah,
That's
with the
so
glass,
nice.
yeah. The last.
Ogham. I'm going to put this on display, and I'm so excited and proud and honored. Thank you again.
You're welcome.
Ogham.
The last Ogham I
Feeney.
painted was a tattoo for someone who asked for the phrase habitual grief
Wow.
in Ogham. So I painted that just a few days ago. I did that one. And my best one, those are tough questions. I think probably I probably would answer that question more in experiences around the business versus the actual Ogham. So I think my best Ogham experience would be I was at the Peekskill Irish Festival, the Hudson Valley Irish Festival in Peekskill, New York, right on the river, right on the green, beautiful. And the Irish Consulate General was a guest speaker on stage, and he came over to my booth and saw what I was doing and called his wife over. Honora, called his wife over and said, look what she's doing with Ogham. This is amazing. And for it to come from him was such a big deal.
Yeah.
That was probably one of my best moments. One of my worst moments was a microburst came through Belfast, Maine during the Maine Celtic celebration. And luckily we were safe, but a lot of people weren't.
What's a microburst?
Short of a tornado over
gotcha,
the water.
Gotcha.
And we lost a good chunk of our tent, of our merchandise.
Oh.
Tents were just flying all over the place. And
Where in Maine?
Belfast.
Okay.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful place. So that was probably like one of my worst experiences. And the very first show I ever did, actually, no, you know, I'm going to do a shout out. The very first place that ever sold me was Deva Boutique in Hamden, Connecticut.
Nice.
They're now closed, but the original owner, Colleen Campbell, I'm friends with her husband, Pierce. And I said, Pierce, I'm starting this Irish business, you know, maybe your wife could carry it. No, it's Christmas time, Colleen. She's too busy. And then I get a phone call like a week later. Hi, Colleen, it's Colleen. Pierce told me I need to carry your stuff.
Nice.
So great. So that was like the first store that ever gave me a shot, and I sold there until they closed like 10 years later.
Yeah.
And then the most recent thing probably I would say is preparing for today, which was really nice. I enjoyed that, but I do have I have a festival on Saturday, a St. Patrick's Day after parade party in Rockaway Beach in Long Island. So I'm
right.
preparing for that as well. So that's like my most recent, my newest. So
Yeah, where's that? Rockaway Beach?
Rockaway Beach. Yeah.
Cody, you want to get on the podcast? Cody, you want to come say hi?
I still don't.
All right, cool. How you been, buddy?
Good, how are you?
Nice to see you, Colleen.
Hi, Cody. How are you?
Chris Conway, you know Chris Conway?
That's my husband. He told me to tell you. If you see Cody, tell him you're my wife. So good to meet you. Thanks for having us here.
Yeah, thanks. Nice to see you.
Yep.
We're wrapping up. So
Yep.
awesome.
So that's
Cody.
kind of a first, last, best, worst.
Yeah.
You think of more just like a
Event-wise.
yeah, like
Yeah.
exposure experience versus
Yeah,
the
to
actual.
hear it for someone that's like in it and like to be on his level, to give that compliment. A compliment
It was amazing.
is a compliment, but it depends
And
who it's coming from.
they were just adding Ogham as a watermark, a security heat activated watermark on the Irish passports.
Oh.
And he told me it's coming out soon, and it totally legitimized what I do, that it was going to be on an Irish passport. Because a lot of people think I make this stuff up.
Yeah.
There's just a bunch of lines. You're just making this up, you know. So yeah, that was really cool.
That is really cool. Well, you gave a gift. Do you have one of these on your car? Be a good friend?
I don't,
Oh, come
no,
on.
but I will now.
One for your fridge?
I love it. Yes. Yay.
Lots of fun. Lots
too.
of fun. Do you have, and I've been a teacher of 19 years. Do you have a favorite teacher?
My favorite teacher was I would say the teacher that I learned the most from academically was my English teacher from 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. And I don't have a very good memory for that kind of stuff, but I in addition, you know, I do the Ogham Art, but I'm a professional writer, copy editor. I have a grammar skill that is uncanny. And so she had to teach me in a way that I don't know what she did right. And it stuck with me, whatever she did. And to this day, I haven't been able to find her. I think she retired a couple of years ago. This was at St. Margaret's on Willow Street.
Oh,
in
yep,
Waterbury,
yep.
where I went.
I love it.
So Lynn Signori, if you're out there, come find me, because I would love to tell her
Yeah,
that
Lynn Signori.
the way she taught me grammar, there was something about the way she taught it that stuck with me, and I was an English major in college, and you know, there's something about the way she taught, you know, but there's something from every teacher that I remember.
Yeah.
But, you know, I didn't really like school that much. A lot of bullying when I was in grammar school, and small grammar school, same 20 kids for 8 years. So you're bullying first grade as you're bullying 8th grade. It was a long, long spell.
Yeah.
And I did not enjoy high school either. So college was probably my best academic experience. But it's funny because I was thinking.
Did you go to Holy Cross or Sacred
I
Heart?
went to Holy Cross. And, but it was 4 of the least enjoyable years of my life. But I went to UConn, and I loved UConn, and
Nice.
that was incredible. I loved it there, and that was great. But I was thinking about, you know, you being the teacher and the teacher thing, and my good teacher experiences are my son's teachers.
Yeah.
The relationship I have with my son's teachers have been the teacher highlights of my life. Having a special needs son and having this team of people. I mean, he has 15 moms and dads.
Yeah.
You know, between his speech therapist and his counselors and all that, he's got this team of people, and they're all we call them Team Desmond, and you know, every year it changes a little bit, but I don't know what we would do without them.
So you do the IEPs, the
We do
504s,
IEPs,
the
we do
PPTs.
we do everything, and it's and I just don't. And every year I wonder, is this combination of a team not going to work? Is this combination not going to work? And every year, I mean, it's an excellent school system where we are, and we do the Southern Public Schools where we are, and I don't know what I just don't know what our lives would have turned out like if
Yeah.
it wasn't for these just selfless, motivated, hilarious teachers that have helped our son. And it's funny because I'll meet teachers, you know, throughout walks of life, and how often I meet a middle school special ed teacher or a few years ago, an elementary school special ed teacher, and I make these connections. I'm thinking, there's a reason we connected. You know, what you chose to do in your life is why our son is where he is now.
Yeah.
Because we couldn't have done it alone. There's no way. There's no
Building
way.
bridges, opening doors, clearing paths.
It's amazing, you know, and I've said to people, you know, I'm a great mom and I'm a good teacher, and but you all went to school for this, and you dedicate your life to this, to making the lives of these children better. And I've heard from a lot of teachers too that we're super engaged parents, and we don't, when our kid comes home on Friday afternoon, we don't undo everything you did all week. Yeah. And I know that I know that that's a problem, especially the age you teach, you know. Yeah. And so but you still show up on Monday and you start all over again, and you don't question it, and it's amazing. But my son's teachers are by far I'm going to tell you a real quick story.
Of course.
So at Hatton Elementary School in Southington, Principal Bob Gary, amazing. I actually went to high school with him, and went to high school with his cousins and all that stuff. And he did a thing called Friday phone calls at Hatton. And come Friday, depending on what grade you were in, either a teacher nominated you or your classmates nominated you or somebody. And it just meant you had a really good week. You just had, you killed it this week. And you get a pencil. This is, I got the Friday phone call, and Principal Gary calls the parents. And so just want to let you know that your child was a rock star this week and got nominated by whomever it might be. And so our son, I want to say probably 5 or 6 times he got the Friday phone call. He has a little collection of pencils and stuff like that. So now he leaves Hatton Elementary, where 8 years he spent at Hatton Elementary, left and told, we'll see you in 2 weeks. And he never went back because it was March of 2020. And so the place he had known as home for 8 years, it was gone. And now he's doing a remote classroom with mom, and all of that. So we do the first 6 months of 6th grade home. My mom is many comorbidities, and we didn't want my son bringing it home, and I'm my mother's caregiver. I didn't want to give it to my mom, so we kept him home. He finally goes to school in person in March of 2021 in 6th grade. And shortly after, he gets the Patriot Pride phone call on a Monday. So the middle school's version is a call on Monday, and a teacher nominates a child because they saw the child doing something, the student doing something that showed pride, school pride, Yep. And so I emailed, or a Facebook message, I forget, the principal, and said, Desmond got the version of the Friday phone call at DePaula Middle School today. I would love it if you can congratulate him in some way. Could you just record a video of audio of your voice, or just a selfie video? If you're busy, I understand, but it would mean the world to Desmond to know that Principal Gary knows he got a phone call, because that's how special this place was.
Yeah.
So a few hours later, I get an email from him. He took his phone and went into the special ed classroom and did a video and had everybody in the classroom congratulate Desmond and they all had their masks on and sent us the video. That by far is one of the most amazing things a teacher has. It was just so incredible that he took the time to do that and to send it and to tell the teachers,
incorporate others, and
it was amazing, and the difference it made for my son. So for me, teachers is more being a parent than a student, because I didn't like school too much.
But you love it for your kid.
Love it for my kid. I mean, we picked Southington as a place to buy a house because we heard the public school system was good. Yeah. We didn't have a kid yet. So if we have a kid someday, we need to pick a town that has a good public school system. We picked Southington, and it wound up being really good, even though we're in West Hartford. But it speaks to public school teachers. Thankless job, right? Yeah. So hopefully you get enough praise from parents.
I love it.
Yeah.
Well, Matt Whitney's kid got me sneakers.
Yeah,
so
that's
can't
it.
beat it. They
Personalized sneakers, I know.
And, it's a lifestyle. It's not a job. It's a passion.
Totally.
It's a calling. It's that's just what you do.
That's it.
And my girls know that I'm a teacher, and they'll help out, like building the Jeopardy boards. They'll help. They'll come in and decorate my door, or they'll do it's just.
You got to do it to make a difference,
Yeah.
If you're there for the paycheck, that's not it. If you're there to make a difference, and it's.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah, and I feel like, I hope I thank his teachers enough.
That was awesome. Yeah. Hopefully they
that's
see
it.
this.
Hopefully-
Southington Public Schools.
That's it, yeah.
Sounds like you have it going on, Southington Public Schools.
Yeah.
And
And that's all I could speak for. You know, I've only had the one child in that one public school system,
Yeah.
so I'm sure you guys are doing an amazing job here too.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's lots of fun we did. All right. And then we got maybe one more. What you can pick. Do you want to do your favorite restaurant or do you want to do crazy questions? Favorite questions, favorite restaurant, there's going to be a follow-up question. All right, so crazy questions.
I think I'd rather do crazy questions because I don't think I could pick a favorite restaurant.
Favorite restaurant.
Mostly because I don't eat out that much because I'm an amazing cook.
All right, so, we'll just ask quickly then. Say you're at dinner and you could have 4 guests, dead or alive. Who are you picking
At dinner,
at dinner?
I would pick my dad.
Yep.
Dead.
Knew that.
I'd pick my dad, and my dad was a trained chef. When he retired from his job, he went to culinary school because he wanted to. I'd definitely bring my dad. I would bring my sister, alive. And I would probably...
You get 2 more.
I get 2 more. I used to say, and I'm going to say it just because it was my answer for a long time, Jesus. I'd be curious to see what he has to say at dinner, what kind of dinner conversation that would be. And...
First Jesus answer.
Huh?
I've been asking this
yeah.
question.
And that's purely historical. I'm not a religious person. It's purely historical. I just, I'd be curious to see what he thinks of...
Did you see the
what
Mel
does he think of the
Gibson movie?
appetizer?
Passion of the Christ? Did you see that movie? That was intense.
I saw a good chunk of it. I was raised Catholic, but I'm no longer religious. So, but see him, and then who would be a last one? How about I got to pick somebody Irish, don't I? I totally wouldn't pick Bono. No way. Let's pick Oscar Wilde.
Yeah.
Although he and Jesus might butt heads a little bit. That would be an interesting combination. Yeah, we'll go with that. My dad, my sister, Jesus, and Oscar Wilde.
I love it. I love it. All right, we're gonna crazy questions. Are you ready? What minute
okay.
are we
I
now?
thought that was the crazy question.
No, that was not. That was the
okay.
4 dinner guest question.
Oh, geez.
I asked it
okay.
anyway. I said I wasn't gonna ask it, but I asked it anyway. It's getting late. Long.
Oh my gosh, there's a lot to
Is
cut
that counting
here.
the cutoff? Yeah. That's counting.
Oh my gosh.
Hours. High
You gotta
five
cut.
to the
You
longest.
gotta cut some stuff out of here. Nobody wants to listen to this for this long.
Well, we had fun. I had fun.
That's it.
All right. Would you rather live without TV or movies?
Movies.
Would you rather live without music or live TV and music? Oh, sorry.
I would never give up music.
Right?
Ever.
Okay, sorry.
Ever.
I
So
messed that
ever.
up.
Would I rather give up clothing over music? I'd give up clothing.
Nice. All right.
I'm
Colleen loves
pretty
her music.
hardcore about music. I really am.
Would you rather break an arm or a leg?
An arm.
Would you rather fly or read minds?
Fly.
Would you rather be too hot or too cold?
Oh, God, too cold, always.
Would you rather read the book or watch the movie?
Oh, I'm afraid I'd rather watch the movie.
Would you rather have an extra finger or extra toe?
Extra finger.
Would you rather be invisible or be able to fly?
Oh, that's the second fly question. I'm going
Is
with
that
fly again.
Fly again. Would you rather live without electricity or indoor plumbing?
I'd rather live without electricity.
Would
Never,
you rather?
Never without indoor plumbing, ever.
Wow. See, that's. Would you
Make
rather
it like
be
candles.
3 feet tall or 8 feet tall?
Probably 3 feet.
Would you rather speak every language or play every instrument?
Play every instrument.
Red or blue?
Blue. Every
Would you ra-
shade.
Would you rather be a ninja or a pirate?
Oh, ninja. Pirates are nasty.
Would you rather smell like hamburgers or smell like hot dogs?
Oh, my God. Both are gross. I'm married to a vegan. That's a hard answer. Hamburger.
Would you rather fight with your brother or sister? Do you have both?
I have one of each.
Oh, yeah.
And
This is good.
my brother. Yeah. I'd never want to fight with my sister. My brother and I, yeah.
Tupac or Biggie?
Neither.
Jordan, Kobe, or LeBron?
I don't do basketball either. I'm gonna.
Alex Trebek or Ken Jennings?
Oh, I'm actually gonna say Ken Jennings.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. Alex was legacy. I mean, he made being smart cool and mainstream, but I had a lot of issues with some of the things that Alex said to his contestants over the years.
Yeah.
And
He got rude sometimes, right?
he got rude, he got misogynistic, he was derogatory, he was condescending. But I've heard that he was actually a lovely person. So I think I'll blame some of it maybe on
The Times.
on his age, maybe.
We just watched
You know,
Johnny
I mean,
Carson. Johnny Carson, like his opening.
Well, that's the thing.
It
you
gets
know?
questionable.
Oh yeah. And Ken's made some mistakes as well, but I think I like Ken because he knows what it's like to be the contestant. It's just a totally different dynamic than Alex.
All right. Well, I mean, I had so much fun. The longest podcast on record.
Oh my gosh, I don't
We
believe
played
it.
Jeopardy.
Oh, and I'm
We
gonna say,
test-
wait. I have an appropriate one. Hang on. Oh wait, you could do that one,
Nope.
and then I'm gonna do this one.
You go
So
first.
I'm gonna say go Remigat.
Go Remigeth.
Go Remigat, which
Go
is
Remigeth.
no.
Tit.
The Irish don't do th. They don't
Oh.
know how to. Their mouth doesn't make that, which is why it's 1, 2, 3. They don't do th. So it's go Remigat.
Go Remigeth.
Go Remigat, and you have
Slan.
Slán.
Slan.
means goodbye.
Goodbye.
Yeah. So we got
Again, we had a blast.
yes, this is great.
Ogham.com.
Ogham.com.
I made it this
You made
whole
it 2.5
podcast.
hours saying it right.
Ogham.
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 Right? You know I got to slip up. The
I'm
Feeney
glad you
slip
didn't
up.
disappoint.
The Feeney Chimaluski, I say wrong.
Oh.
Chmielewski. Oh, boy.
Chmielewski.
Chatting over, I messed up Rabbi's name. Oh, boy.
How do you pronounce his name?
Rabbi?
Yeah.
Stephen Chatting over.
Oh, it is Chattanooga.
Yep.
I thought you said it right.
We cut it up. Kyle cut it up.
Oh, okay.
It was like 4 different parts.
He was
Kyle
wonderful.
cut it up
He was
perfect.
wonderful. I enjoyed that one a lot.
My favorite teammate of all time.
Yeah.
Wonderful podcast. Oh, I
Yeah.
have another one here. Another
And you know what's great too? Like you tied in your sporting with him, and you tie
Yeah.
in Waterbury with me. Very nice. I like it.
This is like Be a Good Friend keychain.
Oh, nice. That's
I usually give them out at the beginning, but that's from Dazzled Creations. It was just
So
a
cute.
really fun podcast. I
This
had
was
so much fun
fun.
talking with you.
a lot
I could talk
lot
to you
of different
forever.
Stuff. I know. We covered a lot. Hi, Kyle.
Ogham.
a lot.
OghamArts.com.
Ogham Art, singular.
OghamArt.com. Oh boy. I'm just gonna stop talking. We're at 141 Shield Street, Weehaw Roasting and Brewing. It's probably brewing and roasting at this point.
It is brewing and roasting, actually. It's alphabetical. That's how you're going to remember. It is brewing and roasting.
I'm giving up.
I'm looking at the sign on the wall there.
Well, no school tomorrow. So.
No school tomorrow. I know. I don't
Thank you,
make
Direct
lunch in the
Line
morning.
Media. Thank you, Kyle. Thank you, Cody from Weehaw Roasting and Brewing. Brewing and Roasting. Cody. And then on 3, we'll say, be a good friend.
Oh, that's it.
1, 2, 3.
Be a good
friend.
friend.